saw the greenery and shrubbery on the North Shore and how beautiful it's going to be. None of that's going to happen until they make downtown safe. And until it's safe. And shame on all you folks who didn't help this 18-year-old girl who could have been beaten to death in broad daylight. Shame on you. And thank God for the cops that they arrested this felon 4 blocks away. They're doing the best they can with the limited numbers they have. But for the mayor to say there's a vibe downtown, there's a vibe, all right. Hey, make me the bad guy, man. If that makes you feel better, make me the bad guy. But right now, this vibe downtown is a good vibe. It needs to be fixed. We'll be right back. From Louise A. Fitzpatrick, with traffic, powered by Bowser. Heather, good morning.
Good morning. Parkway West inbound jams with the 79 split at Carnegie, and again from Parkway Center to the Fort Pitt Tunnel. The outbound Parkway West is clear. Parkway East is sluggish. The was still into the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. No issues on the Parkway North. 28 is good, and 65 still has about a 1 to 2 lane delay at the McKinney North switching each direction. With usually traffic on the 5s, I'm Heather Zambino on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM, AM 820 KDKA.
Did you know that you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, Sharon 16 podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
Paid for by government.com. Have you 1902 silver dollar coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck, and less than 300 of these Morgan silver dollars are available. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone interested in silver coins. Just call government at 1-800-937-4707, and you are guaranteed a mint condition 1902 Morgan silver dollar featuring the iconic Oakmont mark of the New Orleans Mint, but with limited quantity. You must call now. These 1902 silver coins are still in a circulating condition and has 122 years of history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-937-4707. Call now and you'll receive a free American Coin Collector's Bonus Package, a $25 value free with every order. Call 1-800-937-4707 now to secure your 1902 Old Morgan silver dollars before they sell out. That's 1-800-937-4707.
AM 1020 KDKA.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-306-0862 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-306-0862. That's 800-306-0862. What do you have to lose? Call 800-306-0862. Again, 800-306-0862.
Boss TV and appliance. I know how good they are. They've been in my house. We have several other appliances. They've been to Larry's house. He loves them. Look, if you're looking for a new appliance, a new television, why pick Boss? It's the only place you'll ever need. They're small enough to treat you like family and big enough to offer an array of quality TVs and appliance. Boss TV and appliance. Big brands. Reliable delivery and service. And the lowest prices in town guaranteed. Trust Boss. 412-650-BOSS. 412-650-BOSS.
Have you been told there is nothing that can be done for your neuropathy? The Pittsburgh area offices of Tri-State Neuropathy Centers is pleased to tell you that is not true. With over 10 years of experience and offices throughout the region, Tri-State Neuropathy Centers are the experts in treating neuropathy. Their team of chiropractic physicians have successfully treated over 12,000 patients by utilizing the most powerful technology available.
I've had neuropathy for about 12 years. I heard about Dr. Sean. I was very skeptical, but after a couple treatments, I could see that there was a big difference. So if there's anybody out there with neuropathy, I would recommend that you try Dr. Sean. It really works.
Get back to doing the things you love and call Tri-State Neuropathy Center's Pittsburgh offices today for a free consultation. Call 724-940-9000. That's 724-940-9000 or go to marydancedin.com. Tri-State Neuropathy Centers, the leader in treating peripheral neuropathy.
Here's your Chill on Money question of the day.
Nancy from New England asks, if I do a qualified charitable distribution at age 70 and a half, how does that affect my required minimum distribution when I turn 73? Nancy, this is right up my alley. The QCD would go directly from your IRA to a charity of your choice. You will not be taxed on this money. How this impacts your future RMDs is that your IRA balance will likely be lower when your RMD rolls around, which means that the RMD amount will also hopefully be a bit lower.
Have a question? Go to chillonmoney.com. Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. At Progressive, we're making things even easier. We'll help you bundle your home and car insurance together so you can save on both. Learn more at progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
It's Marty Griffin live at Oakmont Bakery. I'm talking about downtown Pittsburgh. Until downtown is safe for everybody to go downtown, downtown won't be safe. It's just a fact. They can glitz it up all they want. They did a hell of a job. They do a hell of a job at the big events, the Pirate games, the concerts. The cops do an amazing job. However, when you have an 18-year-old girl getting the crap beat out of her downtown, getting her head slammed off the street, and no one helps her, and the poor thing's down there on an internship, downtown is not safe. And when you have the district attorneys of Pala saying you got to put your head on the swivel, that's the DA. Downtown is not safe. And when the city releases a statement, this is the public safety director releasing this full of crap statement saying incidents like this can occur in any community. You're lying, sir. That's a bald-faced lie. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Anthony, thanks for calling, man. Express your outrage, please. Anthony.
People who did, Marty, you know, I called you and told you, I texted you and said the people who didn't intervene were cowards.
That's right.
And that's what they are. Because you know me, and then you know I would have intervened. Because this is disgraceful.
Disgusting. It's a new low.
And then have the mayor's people come out with that ridiculous statement. He talking about this could happen in any neighborhood. Yeah, you're right. In Pittsburgh, it could happen. But in most surrounding areas, it's not going to happen.
Ever.
And you know what, Marty? some of us are tired of this leadership or lack of leadership, embracing the criminal element, the derelicts, the bums, but don't care about the corporations or the taxpayers who keep this city afloat. And it's about time that changes.
And by the way, this Pollyannic view of Disneyland downtown with those ridiculous artist renderings, my son could have done with a graphics package on his damn computer. They have been smoking something, and it's not even legal yet, if they think downtown's going to look like that in the next 15, 20 years. It's ridiculous. This makes me so mad.
That is the most phony piece of nonsense I've ever seen.
Nonsense.
Because you and I know the real story. It's ugly down there.
My man, when you've got an 18-year-old girl getting her ass kicked downtown, you got problems downtown. Thanks, Anthony. Tony Moreno, jump in here, sir. Express your outrage, please.
Hey, Marty, how are you, my friend?
What's up, brother?
Thanks for having me on. I just want to make sure that everybody understands that this is the desired outcome. I don't care what you think about it. All you have to do is look at it. Don't listen to their words. Look at what they've created. This is by design, and we are stuck with having to help ourselves.
Right.
I don't know what to tell people about going to downtown, because I can't tell you you're going to be safe, and when you call, someone's going to come for you. And if they do come, that the outcome is going to be what you need. So until they change their policies, until they stop putting officers on horseback that can't do anything for anybody, we won't understand what's really going on until we feel it.
Hey, Tony, what the hell is this with people not helping this girl? Generally, this town...
They're afraid.
What?
If they intervene, they might get hurt. Nobody's going to help them. They're going to be possibly charged with a crime. You got to remember, this is not what we are used to.
Sure.
They are telling officers to do things that go against their vows and their oaths, and these officers are trying to survive, and it's confusion. It's what we've been saying. This is Thunderdome, brother. They are just standing there watching because they don't know how to react. There are no leaders. They're afraid, and now people are being hurt and killed because of this lack of leadership.
Hey, how about this? These county folks like Inamorata won't return my phone calls. I don't really give a damn. What I do care about is she's got her own people asking me if I can find housing for people. So here's the woman who's this alleged leader of this whole county who won't come on our air because, for whatever reason, but she's got her own people asking me if I can find housing for people. The irony of that.
The irony is none of these elected officials know how to govern.
They don't.
They are going right off of somebody else's sheet of music, and they don't even know how to play it. They don't know what they're doing, and they are just flying off of the best idea and wasting our money, causing people injury, and we get nothing. We're an experiment. We're a lab of socialism.
Thank you. Here's my thing about downtown. There's no way in hell I have a 19-year-old daughter right now, and I have a 16-year-old daughter right now, and I'm saying don't go downtown. Why would you? I can't do it. And I promise you this crap that these incidents happen everywhere. Find one in the last 10 years in Cranberry. Find one, please. Find one. In Wexford in the last 15 years. Find one. And I'll read it out loud on the air. We'll be right back.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for moms.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
As a roofer, spring means the start of my busy season, which means I've got to get organized with help from Beacon. I can save time with Beacon Pro Plus and 24/7 access to live pricing, delivery tracking, order history, and more. Plus, this spring, I can earn $1,000 and the chance to win a $25,000 backyard renovation just by buying my Certainty shingles online with Beacon. No purchase necessary. Now that's what I call a spring cleanup. Visit BECN.com for official rules and to start earning entries.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh, W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Medicare Solutions Studios.
To be the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
It's 70 and cloudy, breezy as well. West winds right now at 22 with gusts as high as 30 at 11 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Weekend restrictions on the Parkway East could cause some traffic headaches. News Radio KDK's Greg McAtee tells us about it.
Beginning tonight at 9, PennDOT crews will restrict the Parkway East to a single lane each direction between Business 22 and the Monroeville interchange for reconstruction of the approach slabs for multiple bridges in the work zone. The work, weather permitting, is part of the $70.1 million Parkway East Betterment Project. The current work is expected to wrap up by Sunday morning at 5 o'clock. Greg McAtee, News Radio, KDKA.
PennDOT is also alerting drivers to lane closures over the weekend on I-79. A single northbound lane will be closed from the Route 51 exit as part of the S-Bend project tonight at 7 through 11 a.m. tomorrow. Also, the ramps at the interchange with Route 51 will be closed. There's a southbound lane restriction on I-79 between the Route 60 exit and the I-376 airport exits. That's beginning tonight at 7 through 6 a.m. Monday. A SNAP benefit warning is being issued to millions, including state residents. News Radio KDK's Tamira Rush has details.
Pennsylvania officials are reminding residents who receive SNAP benefits to protect their EBT cards and personal information to avoid being the victim of skimming. The Department of Human Services has gotten reports of stolen SNAP benefits in the Pennsylvania and southeastern Pennsylvania region due to card skimming devices. In a release, DHS suggests you inspect a card reader before swiping your card. If you suspect the card skimmer is attached to a device, please inform the business and call the DHS fraud tip line immediately at 1-844-DHS-TIPS and report it to local law enforcement. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
A Somerset Township man playing poker at Live Casino Pittsburgh hit the hand of a lifetime. A royal flush twice playing Texas Hold'em. Casino GM Sean Sullivan told KDKA Radio Stephen McRae pulled the first royal flush in January and then the second one last month.
He hit back-to-back, one for $241,000 rounded and the other for $380,000.
Sullivan says royal flushes are rare, but getting two is in a matter of months is exceptional. KDKA Sports, the Steelers have released the team's training camp schedule. Players return to St. Vincent College on July 24th. The next day, Thursday the 25th, the public will be able to watch practice. This year's night practice is at Latrobe Memorial Stadium on August 2nd. The Steelers' first preseason game with Houston is set for August 8th. The fans' last chance to see practice is on the 14th, the day before the team breaks camp. A free mobile ticket is required to watch practice, and they're available starting June 25th at 10 a.m. on Ticketmaster. The Dodgers beat the Pirates 11-7 last night to avoid a three-game sweep. O'Neill Cruz crushed a homer into the Allegheny River, and tonight, Mitch Keller will start for Pittsburgh in the first of three games against the Twins. First pitch at 6:40 on 93.7 The Fan. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick, making life better one roof at a time. Trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 10:03. It's time to save money at Blueberry Pharmacy in the North Hills. Log on and compare their prescription prices. Skies are cloudy. It is 70 now. KDKA AAA traffic and the AccuWeather forecast next.
It's here, the summer heat, and it's getting hotter. And that heat's just pouring into your home. Need a solution? Trust PJ Fitzpatrick for the perfect new insulated and vented roof. They've earned thousands of 5-star reviews and back all new roofs with a lifetime guarantee on materials and labor. PJ Fitzpatrick installs most roofs in just one day. Set up a free design consultation. Plus, they have special financing if you need it. Visit trustpj.com today. That's trustpj.com.
Lynn Hayes Freeland here with some exciting news about a Juneteenth celebration just for you. AARP Pennsylvania is joining forces with the 2024 Western Pennsylvania Juneteenth celebration on June 15th. There'll be live music, vendors, DJs, and local artists right downtown near Market Square from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And AARP will have a booth with giveaways and activities for everyone. All you have to do is register at www.aarp.org/Pittsburgh. So sign up and show up.
With schools out for the summer, the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank wants to make sure that children have access to healthy meals. Summer youth cafes are open across the region. The cafes are sites where anyone 18 years and under can get a meal at no cost. Go to pittsburghfoodbank.org to find a location near you. Again, this is completely free to those under 18 years old. More information at pittsburghfoodbank.org. Again, that is pittsburghfoodbank.org.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. Heather Zambito, good morning.
Yeah, the Parkway West inbound still a significant trouble spot right now. You're getting in line before the 79 split. So if that's 376 or 79 itself, you're starting to see traffic before that intersection there. And you're going to stay in that traffic on the Parkway West until just past Carnegie. Then you'll pick back up to speed and really stay up to speed until around the Banksville on-ramp as you head into the Fort Pitt Tunnel. On the Parkway East, we're just seeing some sluggish traffic from Edgewood-Swissvale to the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. Parkway North is good, and 65 still has about a 1 to 2 light delay at the McKees Rocks Bridge. AAA traffic on the 5s is brought to you by Zachariah and Brown. Time to go to the elder law attorneys of Zachariah and Brown. Visit PittsburghElderLaw.com. I'm Heather Zambito on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
This afternoon and evening will bring a couple of showers to the area. Otherwise, some sunshine and breezy with a high of 73. Partly to mostly cloudy, low 55 tonight. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Heather Zaire, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This is attorney Christine Brown-Murphy with the law firm of Zachariah Brown. If you have a loved one in a nursing home, we need to talk. Give our office a call at 724-942-6200 or visit our website at pittsburghelderlaw.com.
Wow, this is cool. This is a big event at all Levin furniture and mattress stores. Wow. One of the Levin's greatest sales ever. Check it out. Start with $100 off your order. Then get Levin's longest free financing offer ever. Wow. 0% down for 72 months, $34.99 minimum, 30% down required. Plus, they pay your sales tax. I absolutely love this on the entire order. Check out Levin's sale right now.
Tired of hearing scary ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. We may be able to significantly reduce and even eliminate what you owe to the IRS. Taxpayers should know. Huge savings are now being made available through the Fresh Start program that can drastically reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. Even if you haven't filed your taxes in years or are facing wage garnishment, liens, levies, or under audit, we can help. We've earned over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today. To see what savings you may qualify for, visit us online at TRA.com or call us at 800-511-0379, 800-511-0379. Again, that's 800-511-0379. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
What's up? Live at Oakmont Bakery. Here with Patrick and Jules. Hey, Jules, what was that donut we ate? It's gone now.
Like the Samoa one?
What was that?
Samoa.
What is that thing, man? Mark?
Samoa donut.
It's unbelievable.
The first thing I said when I put it on, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
It was so good. So good.
It's like German chocolate cake.
Yeah.
It's delicious, man.
Thanks. We dip the bottom of it in chocolate. Put the moa.
You know what, man? I love it when I dip the bottom in chocolate. You know what I'm saying, brother?
Yeah. How about the peanut butter and jelly? Did you check that out?
Where's that at?
It's like the ultimate peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Wow. And this strawberry thing here, man.
Strawberries. We're all about strawberries.
Yeah, you got a strawberry.
And that is cookies and cream.
A strawberry issue.
We're good on strawberries.
My man. Hey, we're here today because we love Mark and because we're close friends, but also for Refuge for Women. You're doing something really cool with your sales today to help this fabulous shelter. And there's a woman on hold we're going to talk to here real quick, but you're making a big difference here today. Tell us what you're doing in terms of your sales.
So we're donating $5 for every dozen of donuts we sell today. On Donut Day, we normally sell about 200 to 300 dozen donuts.
Oh.
So we're donating to Refuge for Women, and we're hoping a lot of people come in and buy donuts or just make a donation to Refuge for Women because it makes such a difference.
I think it's wonderful, man. I love what you do, and I love that you care so much. Hang on, listen to her real quick. Good morning, Christina. How are you?
Good morning, Marty. I'm great. How are you?
It's a pleasure having you here, my friend. Tell me your story, please. Absolutely. Tell me about this courageous daughter.
An understatement. So my second daughter was born 25 years ago. And Marty, my story is probably a little bit different, maybe unexpected, because we had an intact, loving family. I had 2 daughters at the time, and,
Right.
She had a mom, a dad, a very loving, extended family. And, we were middle upper class, so I had the resources to potentially raise her as a happy, healthy child, And I was conscientious. I was a conscientious mom, read to her, played with her, took her to every doctor visit.
I don't want to run out of time with you.
We had fruit and vegetables at every meal.
Tell us what happened. I don't want to run out of time with you.
So he was well-adjusted until middle school, high school. And then we started to see some severe depression, anxiety, PTSD, and after exhausting every therapy, finally when she was in a very intensive residential program at 17, she remembered being abused and exploited sexually as a young child for years. That went on for about 8 years, and it was happening by a family member of ours, and it was happening right in front of my face. So at that point, we, after getting her the help that really did, help her as a teenager, that we found Refuge for Women about a year and a half ago because as a young woman, she was just still struggling tremendous. So that's the gist of my story, Marty.
And how do organizations like this help young women in this sort of scenario? How important is Refuge for Women, Pittsburgh?
I can't say enough about how important it is for a couple reasons, because that kind of trauma that happened for years and years and years,
Gosh.
it just creates so much shame, and it cannot be resolved at, outpatient therapy once a week.
Right.
So the journey that she was on, she has completed, she's still there. She has completed all phases of the program.
Wow.
She started at an emergency house in another state.
Wow.
And then she went to the residential program for a year, and now she's in the independent living program.
Wow.
So it is so key to give these women, including, my daughter, that time to heal and be able to function again in the real world. I think the other thing that
saved her life.
I think the other thing is that the faith-based, Marty, is so important.
Saved your life.
Because
Is that fair?
that really, right, that helped a lot too.
Is it fair? Saved your life?
Oh, Marty. I lost my kid so many times, or almost lost her. I can't even tell you. Literally, this program has saved her life and changed her life.
So help me with something. Some advice from a woman who's been there for other parents out there. How do they protect their kids? It's important.
I think that, you know, I'm almost 55. Years ago, we talked so much about strains of danger.
Right.
And it is, the majority of the time, this is not a stranger.
Wow.
So I think we need to start really, really young, talking to kids that they are allowed to have a voice.
Nice.
And that their body is their own.
Nice.
And I think it's a dangerous discipline tactic that kids should be taught blind obedience, because they need to be able to say, no, that makes me uncomfortable. And the other thing that you have to realize is how much of this has to do with manipulation.
Nice.
Right? So we need to teach kids that whether it's a family member, a doctor, a teacher, that if anything makes them feel uncomfortable, they should have the ability to have a voice without being labeled as disrespectful, that they're allowed to say no, and that they can come to, you know, one of their parents or trusted adults for help.
I can't be more grateful for you, my friend. Your story is compelling and riveting, and it's so honest, and the message is so clear, and I'm so thankful for you to be here today to tell this story. Thank you so much, my dear.
Marty, thank you so much for having me.
Mark, it kind of underlines the significance of this program, doesn't it, sir?
Yeah, absolutely.
To imagine that, you said this before, our lives are much different, kind of Pollyannic, but these folks lived through this horror, and without places like Refuge for Women, they could die.
Yeah, and just for a mother to say that it saved the program saved our daughter's life, that's a gigantic statement.
My man, Mark Sorreo, $5 from every donut, dozen donuts goes to this wonderful, wonderful Refuge for Women. We're live at Oakmont Bakery. Come out and see us, buy some donuts, make a difference. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Heather, I'm sorry. Yes, it is Heather still. Heather, what's up?
Yeah, we're still having those issues on the Parkway West inbound. Traffic is jammed from before the 79 split to Green Tree. Now, that's because of an accident that's blocking one lane about halfway up the far side of Green Tree Hill. After you get through that congestion, speed will pick back up until about the runaway truck sand pile and you head into the Fort Pitt Tunnel. The outbound Parkway West has some rubbernecking slowdowns, otherwise, though, up to speed. Parkway East is sluggish from Edgewood Swissvale to the Squirrel Hill Tunnel, and 65 still has that light delay at the McKees Rocks Bridge. With AAA traffic on the 5s, I'm Heather Zambito on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
This portion of the show is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Visit them at awaken180weightloss.com.
Diamonds Direct has done it again. This month only, get ready for an offer you can't resist. Buy a natural diamond engagement ring of 1 carat plus and receive a free natural 1 carat diamond tennis bracelet valued at $2,000. That's right, a stunning diamond tennis bracelet at no extra cost. Imagine giving her the ring of her dreams and her wedding gift all at once. So hurry into Diamonds Direct. Your chance to get a free tennis bracelet will not last long. Details at diamondsdirect.com.
I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg with your Lowe's weekend weather update. Saturday will be cool and breezy in Pittsburgh with clouds and breaks of sun along with a shower or two and a high of 67. Sunday will remain rather cool for early June with clouds, occasional sun, and a couple of brief showers, the high 71. Score free gifts this Father's Day at Lowe's. Get 2 free select DeWalt tools with your purchase of a 20-volt max battery 2-pack. Valid through June 12. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you're always looking for ways to position your operation to create opportunities and move on them faster. With Bank of America, you get access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America N.A.
So, hey, it's Marty. You know, we're getting there. It's spring right here. Gonna get real windy. A lot of trees leaning over toward your house, leaning over in the yard. Tree branches in a precarious position. Here's what you got to do. You got to call my boy Carlos, Greater Pitt Tree Service. Insane pricing, the best training, the best equipment. I've used Carlos at my house several times, and my neighbors. Greater Pitt Tree Service, 412-884-TREE, 412-884-TREE.
Tune in to KDKA Radio every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. for On the Money with Secure Money Advisors. Brian Caranta has tips that will make sure your retirement and income plan is ready to help provide you with a comfortable, secure retirement.
Now there's a simple, easy, and effective way to clean your nose and protect your health. It's called Navage. Navage. Available at Navage.com.
UPMC, life-saving, life-changing information. Amazing.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Marty Griffin. We're live at Oakmont Bakery. It's a hell of a day. They have a guy here, right over there, donut guy, donut video guy. What's his name, Patrick?
I always forget. But he's amazing in those videos. So I'll snag him.
The guy with the glasses.
There we go.
No, not him. No, he's an employee. He's back behind the counter. I'm trying to get Mark to get him. Huh. He's gone. Yep. She's going behind the counter. I love her. Hey, Jules, we were digging into the, look like, what is it?
Peanut butter and jelly donut. It's like, it has peanut butter frosting and then jelly on the inside.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very, very good.
Oh my gosh.
Very
look at
decadent.
that. That's fabulous. Is he coming? Oh, yeah. We want to talk to you real quick, Michelle. Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
Sit down. I love this program, Refuge for Women. It's kind of new to the area.
It is.
And I don't want to tell people where it is because we're not allowed it because it's protected, but it's actually an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous place.
Yes.
And this isn't just a gorgeous place. You guys have like 6 levels of this process. Tell us what happens when someone who's exploited or battered or abused comes into the program.
Sure.
And how do they get there?
So they can come to us from a number of different ways. First of all, they can self-refer right on our website.
Oh, nice.
And this is for anybody who has a history of sex trafficking or exploitation. We work with partners in domestic violence. They refer folks from us. We actually have been out training hospital staffs in their emergency room departments because a lot of people don't know how to identify trafficked individuals. And they don't know what to do when they think that they might be trafficked. So we actually have a program where we go out, one of our social workers goes out and does training. We are doing this with a number of different organizations, human service organizations, Latino community, Light of Life, Women's Center and Shelter. And our goal is truly to be a voice for survivors who are looking to get out of this life. And what we do at the emergency house is we really work to stabilize them. And that is all about, this is hard work, folks. This is really hard work.
It is.
You can't imagine the amount of trauma that they've been through and the complexity of it. And it takes time to heal. And so what we do is we stabilize them. We get them medical care. We get them mental health care. We feed them nutritious food. We were just joking that I was going to maybe bring some treats back from Oakmont because it actually would be a treat because we're very careful about making sure that they're getting nutritious food. And we do splurge, and Oakmont is always one of our favorites. But I think it's important that people understand that these women have a multitude of complex issues. After the emergency house, we usually help them to get into another program that's either a year or 2 years long, where they can go and really work on the trauma. They've got to do a lot of therapy, do a lot of work on understanding ways learning tools to deal with when they wake up in the middle of the night screaming in night terrors, because that's what happens in the house. I've worked in the house in the evenings, and they will wake up screaming because of what they've been through. And I think it's important, though. I'll tell you one of my best things about my job. Which one would say, well, how can you have a best thing when you're doing this? I get to interview every graduate on the day that they graduate. Wow. So 90 days later, I get to sit down with each woman and say, tell me about your stay here. Nice. And these women are so incredible. They are so strong and driven. And, you know, they fail just like you and me, right?
Right. But
they try. The problem is they don't, if they're not connected to the resources, there's no way to get out of it.
Right on.
So I think that I get I've learned so much from talking with these women about resilience and fortitude and surviving atrocities.
Michelle Margatai Refuge for Women Shelter. How, I know people have listened to the show and sent checks before.
Yes.
If folks want to help,
yes.
How do they help, young lady?
They can text HOPE PGH to 53555. That's HOPE PGH to 53555. And we always accept snail mail at 81 South 13th Street, Pittsburgh, PA 15203. That is our office address. Our emergency home is at an undisclosed location for the
I think it's
safety.
important that people know this. And I've been to many of these shelters around the country, in LA and Dallas where I've worked. And the reason why the location is secret is because these men that abuse and use them and in essence pimp them out for sex or drugs or whatever, they try to find these shelters and actually kill these women or take them back before. It's kind of a risky scenario.
They do, a lot of them, to be honest with you, in our experience at Refuge for Women nationally, and we've been around since 2009, most of them will just move on to the next girl because they have them lined up. But what we do is make sure, for the protection of our staff and our women, that we are undisclosed, because you just never know. And nobody needs to be, hanging out around our shelter.
There's no way.
We do accept volunteers if people are interested in volunteering, and they have to be background checked and go through training. And like I said, we don't just do good, we do right. And it's a really great facility. But for donations, you can still mail to our office at 81 South 13th Street.
And give us the text number.
Sure. It's HOPE PGH to 535.
Thank you, Michelle. You're the best.
Thank
We're live at
you.
Oakmont Bakery, folks. We'll be right back.
Ad paid for by AG Marketing Group. Timeshare owners, if you need to get rid of your timeshare for any reason, please listen to the following message. Getting out of a timeshare commitment is not easy, and it takes time. But we specialize in helping consumers legally get rid of their expensive timeshares forever. Can't get the vacation dates that work for you? Maybe you felt taken advantage of or forced into the timeshare? Maybe you just can't continue to shoulder those monthly payments any longer. If you need to eliminate your timeshare commitment, then you need to take down this number, 800-866-7061. We will safely and legally get rid of your timeshare payments forever, all with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Don't continue to let your timeshare be a financial burden to you and your loved ones. Call us now at 800-866-7061. The call is free. The consultation is free. Call 800-866-7061. That's 800-866-7061. Again, 800-866-7061.
The best deal this summer for you right now. 3 rooms cleaned starting at just $129, and take $100 off your air duct cleaning. 412-701-1188 or go to ZeroResPGH.com and take advantage of these huge savings.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in an accident and would like to know the value of your case, it's easy. Go to forthepeople.com and go to verdicts and settlements to see cases just like yours. You may see numbers that are much higher than what your lawyer is telling you. You see, all lawyers are not the same. Some may only handle a few injury cases a year. This is all we do. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Ireland Contracting has all your home's bases covered, from roofing and siding to windows and gutters, and even electrical. Let Ireland Contracting knock it out of the park for you with its unbeatable grand slam of value that includes free estimates, 0% financing, award-winning customer service, and free premium product upgrades. Be a winner. Get your home in championship form by contacting Ireland Contracting. Call 1-800-NEW-ROOF today to learn more. We are booking appointments as early as tomorrow. Visit IrelandContracting.com.
Hey, Sam, how much time we have?
The KDKA mobile news fleet is driven by Jim Shorkey Kia, North Huntington.
We have until 37 for our next segment.
All right, cool.
Today.
Step outside then.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Medicare Solutions Studios.
Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
It's 70. Cloudy and breezy at 11:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Allegheny County has launched the 500 in 500 initiative. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush tells us about it.
This new initiative aims to identify 500 affordable housing units over the next 500 days to help people exit homelessness faster. County Executive Sarah Innamorato says the housing crisis is not unique to Allegheny County.
We stand here ready to announce a new program to help move people out of shelter and into stable, safe, and attainable homes.
Since the new partnership with the Allegheny County Housing Authority, the county has housed 21 people in the past month. Information about the initiative is available online at 500in500.alleghenycounty.us. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
A popular pair is parting ways tonight after decades together on TV. CBS's Monica Ricks has the story.
After 8,000 episodes together, Vanna White's saying goodbye to her Wheel of Fortune co-host, Pat Sajak.
I am very excited and happy to be part of Wheel of Fortune.
That's right, and this is a family you will soon grow to know and love.
Vanna called him a brother and longtime friend, saying they grew up on television together while watching their families grow.
What an incredible and unforgettable journey we've had.
Sajak hosted the game show for 41 years. Vanna will stay on a little longer, welcoming Ryan Seacrest in September. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
America's employers added 272,000 jobs in May, accelerating from April and exceeding predictions. Economists polled by Reuters were forecasting 185,000. The Labor Department's jobs report also says the unemployment rate edged up to 4% from 3.9%. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 80 points at 38,966. The Nasdaq down 5 points, and the S&P is up 6. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:32. Our next update at noon on the Voice of Pittsburgh. News Radio, KDKA.
It's not often we hear a company, a weight loss company at that, offer a one-week trial. Well, Awaken 180 isn't just any company. They feel so strongly in their program, if you aren't 100% satisfied with your results in the first week, you can get a full refund. I'll repeat that in a different way. Awaken 180 works. They know it. I know it. Over 22,000 others do too. Paige and her coaches want to prove it to you. If the results aren't what you expect in your first week, you can stop and get 100% of your money back. Where's the risk? What's the catch? There is none, and it's nothing new. This is the Awaken 180 policy because they know you'll succeed. You know my results. I dropped 5 pounds every week with Awaken 180, and it was easy. In just 8 weeks, I dropped my 40 pounds. It stayed off. Everyone here has seen the same results. Awaken 180 is a no risk, but every reward. Reserve your at-home consultation today at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800.
A big fan of CCAC. I'm going to give you 3 examples, really good ones. They have this insanely cool culinary program. It's unbelievable. Number 2, they have an amazing, cutting-edge, robotics, high-tech program. Number 3, fantastic nursing program. And check this out. All of these kids leave school debt-free. How about that? And most of them are offered jobs. CCAC, folks, it rocks.
Hi, I'm Lynn Hayes Freeland. And if you're turning 65 and have questions about Medicare, Aetna can help. Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage in Pennsylvania with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plans include benefits for your whole health, like dental, vision, and hearing. Visit AetnaMedicare.com/KDKA today.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our DSMPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
As a manufacturing professional, there's a lot that keeps you up at night. From equipment malfunctions to unplanned downtime, your operations demand constant attention. Finally, there's a solution, thanks to Maintain X. All across the greater Pittsburgh area, manufacturers are eliminating unplanned equipment and operational downtime with Maintain X. Maintain X is the asset management system that brings your maintenance downtime to zero. With Maintain X, leading enterprises like Titan America have improved production where it matters most. Equipment uptime and on-time delivery increased by more than 40%. Maintain X lets you build preventative maintenance schedules, manage work orders in real time, and access the data you need to make better decisions. Make unplanned downtime a thing of the past. Right now, you can try Maintain X for free. Control the daily operations of your business by going to maintainx.com. That's maintain and the letter X.com.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, KDKA AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser and Genesis of Monroeville. Let's check in with Heather Zambito.
Parkway West inbound jam from the 79 split to Carnegie. That's because of an earlier accident. Once you get through that congestion, you'll pick speed back up until about Parkway Center, where you're lining up again. The outbound Parkway West is back up to speed. Parkway East is sluggish from Edgewood Swissvale to the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. 65 still looking at a 1 to 2 light delay on the inbound side at the McKees Rocks Bridge. No issues right now on the Parkway North. With AAA traffic on the 5s, I'm Heather Zambito on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Breezy with clouds and sun this afternoon. A couple of showers around into the evening hours. High 73. Some clouds and a low of 55 tonight. Partly sunny and breezy. High 77 tomorrow. I'm AccuWeather's Heather Zaire, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Tune in to 1020 KDKA Radio for Medical Frontiers with Dr. Gerald Pfeiffer from the Allegheny Health Network every Monday from 7 to 8 p.m. Dr. Pfeiffer and his special guests will cover the information that you want to know about your health and the latest trends in medicine.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Get you ready for the weekend. 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, as I do every day, right here on KDKA. It's Colin Dunlap.
Colin's the man. We're live at Oakmont Bakery with Donut Video Guy. That's what I call him. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
You are an extraordinary donut entertainer.
Well, thank you. It is.
Did you take that in college?
No. But I've always been, kind of a performer. I used to do a lot of plays in school. I was in a band. I used to write a lot of plays. Stuff. Yeah.
Sing a song. Go ahead, man.
Oh, no.
Come on.
No, this isn't my
do anything in those
demographic.
What's your name? Tell everybody.
I'm Michael Sullivan.
Michael, I've been in this business more than 30 years. We have a site that in our best year had 170 million views, so we do a lot of videos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this stuff, and so does he really well. Patrick's my man. Your stuff and what you do here with social media is absolutely fabulous.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean, it's. I've told Mark this, and I'm not full of crap on this, and I have a good eye for this stuff. People hire marketing firms and pay them hundreds of thousands of dollars to do what you come up with in a day.
Well, I mean, I can't take all that credit.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what happens? How's this happen?
Sam, she is the...
Sam.
Yes, Samantha Sorreo. She is a genius when it comes to...
Another Sorreo involved in this madness.
Yes. She really is the person that is behind all of it. I'm just sort of like the monkey that she puts out in front of
And by the way, for folks who don't know what we're talking about, they have an amazing site. on Facebook, and the videos are compelling enough to make you want to come here, and that's the whole point.
Yeah, that's
To
right.
eat the donuts.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, man, your stuff is entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
It's visual. It's compelling, and it's really heartfelt.
Yeah.
And give me an example of the most recent video you did and how you came up with the idea.
Well, what usually happens is Sam kind of scours trends and stuff, and then we sort of put our own spin on a lot of it. She comes to me with a video idea. The two of us kind of throw ideas back and forth, and then we just go for it. It doesn't take us a long time because we have a shorthand with each other. We've been working together for a long time. We're very close. The last video that we did was one where I'm going to eat something healthy, and then I slip on a pen, and I fall and kick some cupcakes in the air, and then a cupcake falls into my mouth.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
Incidentally. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. The other thing is that I have no shame. I have.
My man, it's compelling stuff.
Yeah. So
I'm telling you, I love it, and I've been at this a while.
Thank you.
You do a hell of a job, and I call Mark all the time, and he's nodding his head because I'll say, man, your people kick ass, and it must feel good.
Yeah, feels great. Yeah.
Thanks, my man.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it.
Appreciate you having me on.
Yeah. Carly, come on over here and sit down. Over here, put this headset on. Over here, Carly. Right here. Okay. Their site is full of the most amazing videos you ever saw in your life, and it makes you want to come here. It's all family stuff. Carly, what a pleasure to have you. How are you today?
Thank you. How are you?
Fantastic. Carly is the assistant program director at Refuge for Women. You're a survivor of sex trafficking and exploitation, right?
Yes.
So this gives you, well, no, I don't want to speak for you. It's got to give you an approach that no one else would have, right?
Yes.
Why?
Because I've been there. I have gone through it. I understand the feelings that often come with being a survivor, which typically when you're getting out of the life is full of guilt, shame, self-blame, even just being unaware of being in the predicament. So I offer that level with the women, and just a real raw input on how we can move on from life after enduring this.
And you've lived it, so they must relate to you as much as they understand what's going on because you've lived this, right?
Yes.
You actually were courageous enough to write a book, a memoir of overcoming childhood trauma and sex trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell did you pull that off?
So quite honestly, it was a lifelong dream. Since I was 14 and, making it through trafficking, I wanted to help other girls and women who have experienced this and still is. And so I just did a little bit at a time, kind of explaining what my life story was and, what the grooming techniques from childhood was that led me into trafficking. And it was more so to help other women and girls, one, identify that they're being trafficked, and two, letting them know that there is another side. Like you can make it out of this, and you can achieve anything.
And no one's going to believe this, but it's really, really difficult to get out of this life. People think, why the hell would it be so hard? Just walk away. It's not that easy, is it?
No, it's not. And for so many reasons. Oftentimes it can be, extortion or just blackmail, threatening, psychological manipulation. And then, of course, we have the issues where women don't even know that they're being trafficked and exploited. So you can't eradicate it or get out of it if you don't even realize you're being victimized.
When you, maybe not even the right word, save someone, it's got to feel rewarding.
Yeah, so the right word would just be, assisting. But it absolutely does feel rewarding, and giving the tools to a woman in order to save herself. It feels absolutely amazing.
Carly made her book is Surviving the Shadows, a memoir of overcoming childhood trauma and sex trafficking. I've been in the facility a couple times. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's kind of amazing how much you offer, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And it even feels more grateful because when I came out of trafficking, there was nothing like that.
So how'd you pull it off?
So at the time, the safest place for me was like a juvenile detention center.
Oh.
Yeah. So there wasn't any true
That's amazing.
human trafficking specific programs that were helpful. And it's even better because the home that we provide takes away the institutionalized feeling that a lot of places do still offer. So it feels like you're at home while also getting the help that you need.
The only help you could get was in a juvenile detention center.
At the time, yes, but it saved my life.
But my point is we don't even have one in Allegheny County. Schuman's gone.
Yep, and that was actually the detention center I was placed in.
You're kidding. That is fascinating. Yeah. So it kind of also underlines the importance of even having that kind of facility, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I admire the hell out of you, as if that matters, but I admire anyone like you that has the courage to do this and then stay in the game so deeply ingrained into using your story to save others. And we're so grateful for your time today.
Thank you. I appreciate being here and having this opportunity to help other women too.
Thank you so much. We're live at Oakmont Bakery doing a lot more than selling donuts. When they sell the donuts, $5 from each dozen goes to make a difference at the Refuge for Women Pittsburgh. It's fantastic. We'll be right back. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. What's up, Heather?
Yeah, it's looking a little bit better on the roadways right now. Still just a couple of trouble spots. In particular, it's the Parkway West. The earlier accident has been cleared, but we are still seeing a good bit of residual traffic as you're getting a line on the inbound side just over the top of Green Tree Hill and staying in that traffic down into the Fort Pitt Tunnel. The outbound side, a little sluggish climbing the city side of Green Tree Hill, but otherwise up to speed. Parkway East is looking pretty good. You're in stop and go traffic approaching the tunnel, and you're going to hit that sort of sluggish, slow-moving traffic around Edgewood, Swissvale. The Parkway North still looks good. On 65, we're still seeing some like 1 to 2 light delays at the McKees Rocks Bridge, in part because of a lane closure that's there. And 79 northbound through the S-bend of the construction zone that's there, for the most part up to speed, some minor delays. With AAA Traffic on the 5s, I'm Heather Zambito on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
Paid for by government.com. Have you heard? A recent stash of 1902 Morgan silver dollar coins has been found. These gorgeous 1902 silver dollar coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck, and less than 300 of these Morgan silver dollars are available. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone interested in silver coins. Just call government at 1-800-937-4707, and you are guaranteed a mint condition 1902 Morgan silver dollar, featuring the iconic O mint mark of the New Orleans Mint, but with limited quantity. You must call now. These 1902 silver coins are still in uncirculated condition. That is 122 years of history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-937-4707. Call now and you'll receive a free American Coin Collector's Bonus Package, a $25 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-937-4707 now to secure your 1902 Morgan silver dollars before they sell out. That's 1-800-937-4707.
Hearing the news every day is one thing. Hearing it hit home is something altogether different. That's the difference you hear every day on KDKA Radio. We go beyond the benign headlines and bring the news to life. Your life. So stay here and hear the news and what a difference it makes. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Retirement doesn't have to be complicated. Are you sick of all the fancy charts and investment mumbo-jumbo thrown at you to justify the Wall Street fees you're being charged? It's not the size of your nest egg that matters, but rather the income it can produce. Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons, best-selling author and star in a brand new Hollywood documentary called The Retirement Deception. In this film, we traveled over 20,000 miles interviewing real Americans who have retired successfully with a great lifestyle and peace of mind. They share their stories on how they get more retirement income with the same dollars saved, and the money is never at risk if the market crashes. That's right. If the market crashes, crashes 30%, you lose nothing. Even the super wealthy are shifting money into this new strategy because it increases their retirement income or can allow them to stop working years sooner. So if you're over 50 and want a bigger, better, stress-free retirement, call today to speak to a specialist and get a free copy of this brand new movie, The Retirement Deception. Call 888-379-1486. This is a $30 value, but when you call today, you get it completely free. So don't delay. Call right now. 888-379-1486. 888-379-1486.
Hear about it, then talk about it. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Live at Oakmont Bakery. We've also been talking about downtown Pittsburgh and the attack on this amazing girl, this 18-year-old who's an intern. Samantha, grab that sound with her real quick. I want to also grab Ralph as you look for that sound. Is Ralph still there? What's up, Ralph? Ralph, you still on?
Yeah, I'm still here, Marty.
Yeah, this latest attack is just another insult to anyone who's telling us that the city's perfect and there's no crime, sir, and that this is isolated, right?
Yeah, that's you know what? That's inadequate, or that's not an adequate statement there, Marty. Because I was downtown, and let me tell you this story.
Sure.
I was on my way over to the North Shore for a draft party for the NFL draft this year.
Nice.
And I got off the bus downtown at Wood Street because I live in up here near Mount Washington, where the South Hills Junction is. I normally take the T, but since the Wood Street subway station was closed, I had to take the bus. So I get downtown. I'm on a motorized scooter because I'm handicapped.
Right.
I'm going through Market Square, and Market Square looked disgusting.
Sure.
I mean, it was terrible. There were all kinds of different bums and all kinds of people running around, down there. And then on the way home, I'm waiting at Smithfield and 6 there for the bus, and there were two guys hanging around. One was sleeping in the bus shelter, and he was high. Right. Then he got up and he kept walking behind me, and I had to keep turning my neck to watch to see what he was doing. And then as soon as he saw that I was watching him, he walked away from me. I think he was going to try to rob me. There were two of them down there that were going to try to rob me.
Made you very nervous.
Oh, yes, it does, Marty. It's terrible. And I feel bad for Denny Scott, the owner of Wiener World. I spoke to him when I was downtown about a year ago, and he said, this is terrible. We had a discussion, and it was terrible. I've been a customer of Wiener World for a long time.
And I agree with you. And, I've been down there 100 times, and I saw the horror of that. The only thing I could suggest is a good thing came from that. He's in a better place. He's in the U.S. Steel Tower, and they got a line out the door. But he's just...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He'll do well down there, and his customers will be safe.
He's just a hell of a man.
I mean, but it's sad that he had to do that.
That's right, Ralph. We gave up. A warrior gave up, and every time a warrior gives up, it makes downtown look worse. Thanks, Ralph. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, man. So I want to play this sound again because this kind of underlines what's happening downtown. This is an 18-year-old girl who was downtown for an internship. This happened in broad daylight, and no one helped her. Listen to this sound.
She followed me down the street to Strawberry Way, and she grabbed me by the hair, pulled me into the street, and shoved me onto the ground, and then started punching and kicking me in the face. I felt utterly alone in that moment, and being on my own, being a young woman, that's going to stay with me for a while. I just want someone to make any effort that can really be seen. I hope that people are more aware of the dangers of being downtown. I was completely naive to the situation. There were a lot of people around that did nothing. That's the one thing that I'm actually mad about, is that nobody came to help me.
Isn't that amazing? That stands out to me. I've seen all this crap downtown. I've walked the streets a lot. And we're going back down next week. My wife works down there. My friends work down there. I have friends in just about every building downtown, and it's changed dramatically. This whole notion, the city released a statement saying this is an isolated incident. That's a bald-faced lie. Look, as I've said before, downtown can be marvelous. The big events have been managed insanely well by a skeleton police force, honestly. Pirate Gang's magnificent. Quite frankly, the Kenny Chesney folks were better behaved than they've ever been. The Pride Parade was amazing in terms of how they managed that and the entertainment value. And the Arts Festival has been amazing as well. However, this is not isolated. And this notion that downtown's fine, except, well, you get your head beat off the sidewalk. Except, well, you get shot. I was downtown with my wife. We went to, there's a really kind of a cool comedy magic club right there on the Liberty Avenue. Very cool. We parked in front and we got out about, let me think, it was 8:30. And there were 15 people beating the hell out of each other right in the middle of the street in Liberty Avenue. It was something weird out of a reality show. Market Square is hit or miss, whether or not you're going to get harassed or whether or not somebody is passed out. And folks on this new drug, this trank, they call it, what's it called, Patrick? That we've seen people on, zombie drug, xylazine. And the fact of the matter is that it's not the best place to go. Sit down here, cousin. One of my cousins, the only rich Griffin, kind of showed up with his beautiful wife who I talk to all the time. How are you? How are you, Tommy?
I'm amazing. How are you?
You're amazing. Do you really think you are? I love Oakmont. You've lived here with your wonderful wife who I talk to. I like her a lot better than you.
I know.
And my
you know what? She likes you better than she likes me.
Not a stretch, son.
Although Christine likes me better than you.
No. but your son is my man.
I know, mine too.
You know, he's going to be part of my crew this summer.
I heard that.
He is the greatest thing because your son is a teacher in the city, as you know.
Right.
And he does wonderful things. He's a musician. But more than anything else, he's kind.
Yeah.
And he volunteers. He asks if he can help to make a difference.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't know how that happened because you're rich. You just sit here with your gorgeous wife in your $5 million house on the water and one of those money counting machines.
It's 5.5 million, by the way.
It's actually Oakmont, because when we grew up, it wasn't like this.
I know, yeah.
And Tommy, it has changed dramatically, hasn't it?
Yeah, that sure has.
It's kind of cool, right?
Yeah, it's great. Walk everywhere. One guy owns all the restaurants.
My man, JK.
Your man, JK.
JK.
Yeah.
He owns like 35 restaurants.
I know, and they're all just in Oakmont.
Yeah. And then Sorrel owns the other half of the town.
I know. Yeah, we run into him a lot too.
But Tommy Griffin is my cousin. We grew up together, actually. When I was young, my parents ordered me to sleep in his backyard, and him and his boys are back there smoking dope, and I didn't even know what the hell it was. His dad, my Uncle Tom, was one of those charming, engaging people of all time. The old days, right, brother?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, man, I love you, and your wife is one of my favorite people on earth.
I remember that night you stayed and we slept out.
Yeah.
Outside.
Yeah, you scarred me.
I
You
was so
scarred me.
mad that we had to put up with the little kid. You were like 14 and you were like 9, right?
You scarred me for life. Unfortunately, your wife, who's wealthy too, obviously, she literally sent me a text this morning. The maids just finished cleaning. We might stop by. I told her to give them my address and clean my damn house in Mount Lebanon. Love you, cuz.
Love you too, brother.
Thanks, my man.
Talk to you.
Now get the hell out of here.
All right, you got it.
Buy some donuts. Huh, Laura? His wife is actually wonderful, and I mean that about his son. One of the kindest young men I've ever known, and is going to be part of the Get Marty team this summer. We're live at Oakmont Bakery. We'll be right back.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
It throws off your balance. I'm at Physical in Monroeville. FYZICAL, folks. Dr. Jess Nolan is amazing at the office in Monroeville. They put you in a harness. They teach you how to walk again. I feel stronger. I feel as if I'm getting my balance back. Physical in Monroeville. 412-457-8200. 412-457-8200.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's also what a lot of us lack in our basement or garage. By switching to a Navien tankless water heater, not only will you have all the hot water you need whenever you need it, but you'll gain storage area as well. Maybe a place to display your space collectibles. Highly logical. Learn about Navien's series of high-efficiency tankless water heaters and how they don't just save space, but save dollars on your utility bills too. For more, go to tanklessmadesimple.com.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing. But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI. Or download the app today.
SchultzFord.com. SchultzFord.com. Schultz.com. SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh, W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. Medicare Solutions Studios.
Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Mostly cloudy and breezy at 71 at 12 o'clock right now. Winds are from the west at 22, gusting at 30 out at the airport. A young woman is speaking out after being attacked by a stranger in downtown Pittsburgh. 18-year-old Sophia Mansing is going to college in Southern California, working this summer as an intern at Flying Scooter Productions on Smithfield Street. Mansing said she was attacked Wednesday evening as she left her job. A woman hit her in the back of the head with a shoe, followed her down the street, grabbed her hair, shoved her to the ground, and then punched and kicked her in the face. Sophia told KDKA-TV, "That's not the worst of it." Mansing was hospitalized with a concussion and a broken nose. Police say the attack was caught on video, and the woman who assaulted Sophia was arrested and charged with aggravated assault and disorderly conduct. In a statement, Director of Public Safety Lee Schmidt said his department is aware of the incident, calling it extremely unfortunate and isolated, something that can occur in any community. Red Lobster is reportedly looking to close more restaurants, and the McKnight Road location is on the list of possible closures. A report from CNN says Red Lobster has identified which locations will be shut down if property leases cannot be renegotiated and the court approves its bankruptcy reorganization plan. Red Lobster has already closed about 50 locations nationwide. A SNAP benefit warning is being issued to millions, including state residents. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has details.
To protect their EBT cards and personal information to avoid being the victim of skimming. The Department of Human Services has gotten reports of stolen SNAP benefits in the Pennsylvania and southeastern Pennsylvania region due to card skimming devices. In a release, DHS suggests you inspect a card reader before swiping your card. If you suspect a card skimmer is attached to a device, please inform the business and call the DHS fraud tip line immediately at 1-844-DHS tips and reported to local law enforcement. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
Stronger than expected job growth in May, according to the latest jobs report from the Labor Department. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says employers added 272,000 jobs last month.
About 100,000 more than what economists had thought would occur. The unemployment rate ticked up just slightly from 3.9 to 4%.
On Wall Street, the Dow is ahead 70 points at 38,954. The Nasdaq up, make that down 9 points now, and the S&P is up 3. In KDKA Sports, the Steelers have released the team's training camp schedule. Players are returning to St. Vincent College on July 24th. On the next day, Thursday the 25th, practice is open to the public. A free mobile ticket is required to attend Steelers practice again this year. They're available starting on the 25th of June at 10 a.m. on Ticketmaster. Also, the Dodgers over the Pirates 11-7 last night at PNC Park. Tonight, the Bucks are hosting the Twins. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. For your perfect new roof and a lifetime warranty, trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time is 12:03. Time to call Shenderovich and Fishman. Why pay 40% when you can pay 25%? Call 888-98-TWINS. Skies are cloudy at 71 at Pittsburgh International. KDKA AAA traffic and the AccuWeather forecast next.
Wow, this is cool. This is a big event at all Levin furniture and mattress stores. Wow. One of the Levin's greatest sales ever. Check it out. Start with $100 off your order. Then get Levin's longest free financing offer ever. Wow. 0% down for 72 months, $34.99 minimum, 30% down required. Plus, they pay your sales tax. I absolutely love this on the entire order. Check out Levin's sale right now.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-306-0862 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-306-0862. That's 800-306-0862. What do you have to lose? Call 800-306-0862. Again, 800-306-0862.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser. Samantha, what's up?
Hey, Marty, things are looking pretty clear on our major roadways, but we are seeing some issues on the parkways. Over on the Parkway West, on the inbound side, you'll see some backups starting around Green Tree all the way into the Fort Pitt tunnels. Over on the Parkway East, on the inbound side, you'll see some backups starting right around Edgewood, Swissvale, as you make your way through the Squirrel Hill tunnels. And over on the outbound side, you'll see some backup as you approach the Greenfield Bridge overpass. With AAA Traffic, I'm Samantha McGill on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDK.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Breezy with clouds and sun this afternoon. A couple of showers around into the evening hours. High 73. Some clouds and a low of 55 tonight. Partly sunny and breezy. High 77 tomorrow. I'm AccuWeather's Heather's Air, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Jumping June savings at Coons Market. Boneless pork loin chops or roast, buy one get one free. California cherries, $1.99 per pound. South Carolina peaches, $1.69 per pound. Belgioso fresh mozzarella ball, 8-ounce pack, $2.99 each. Come see us at Coons.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Oh, Lost Gags. Love that song. Oh, put a low down, put a dirty low down. You know what's cool about a bakery? We love at Oakmont Bakery. The kids that come in, man. I'm looking at these two little boys. They came in one of those double strollers, like those $4,000 double strollers. They have like a little engine on them and microwaves and stuff. They have, they're just all lit up, man. They start with the donuts, then they move on to the donuts, and then they try some donuts. And then their entire face is covered with different colors of icing. And then they sit here till lunchtime and they have other stuff. So far today I've had, and I don't eat a lot. I just don't. I've had French toast, which is insane, as if anyone cares about my menu. And then I had, what was that? Oh, some kind of like a German chocolate. Jules, some German chocolate. Girls.
It was like the Samoa.
Oh, Samoa. And then Jules kind of like cuts into stuff, and then I finish it off. Some peanut butter and jelly donut, right? Right?
Yeah.
And then now I brought out pizza.
Yeah, flatbread pizza. And I'll tell you what, Marty, flatbread pizza.
It's unbelievable.
I wasn't expecting it.
Same.
Oh my gosh, so good.
It's unbelievable. And so we're here for a special reason other than us stuffing our faces. The Refuge for Women, it's this house that has been refurbished by these amazing folks. Refuge for Women has several shelters around the country. The one in Pittsburgh is relatively new, and they shelter women who have been exploited in the trafficking, sex trafficking, drugs, oftentimes by family members. And the location is secret. It's 3 floors. It's absolutely gorgeous. And they don't just protect you, they heal you. And they offer education and therapy. And it's an amazing, amazing facility. The reason why we're here at Oakmont Bakery is that the Sorreo family has embraced this shelter. And along with making serious financial commitment, has also embraced the notion of making sure that it lasts. And their budget is pretty steep. It's almost $800,000 a year just to keep the doors open. And that is a serious money. And honestly, Sorreo has made sure that they have survived and thrived. And we've talked to several women who have been in the shelter, several women who have benefited from the shelter. And you probably heard the mom in the last hour, her daughter's life was saved by the advocacy of the Refuge for Women's shelter. I've been in there several times. It's an amazing place with amazing people. And Mark and his family have been kind enough to donate. So every dozen donuts you buy here today, they will donate $5 for the Refuge for Women shelter. And that will go towards all of their programs. Michelle, sit down real quick. Michelle has been here with us all morning.
Hi.
And it's life-saving work. That's not an exaggeration, is it not?
I mean, I think it is life-saving. You know, these women, they are saving themselves. We are connecting them to the resources, and they are saving themselves. So we create the place, we create the connection, we create the professional resources of trained, all of our workers are trained. We have a licensed therapist, we have a social worker. We aren't just a shelter, and this is nothing against shelters, obviously,
no.
but we are providing programming and housing. And that is what is life-saving. And I have to tell you, to have our survivors go out and to get a job,
right.
Or to, we have every single person's subject and their story is different, but to watch the potential, that's the thing I always think about is nobody as a little girl dreams of becoming trafficked.
No. And kind of give us, not the classic example, give an that would actually surprise people with the background some of these young girls come from and how they end up in the shelter.
Yeah, so we have folks who come to us that have, maybe they've been involved in the foster care system, or maybe they were a college student and they needed to make some extra money because they needed to pay their tuition. And so they might have started dancing.
Right.
And from dancing, it can go in other directions.
Right.
Maybe they were, talking to somebody online who they thought that they were in love with, and that person had them send them some pictures and then started blackmailing them with the pictures, and got them to do even more. There are women who are homeless and unhoused, who are having to, who are being sold for sex, in order to stay in homeless encampments.
That's right.
So there's no one story. And that's what we're really trying to get out to people. And I always say, yes, we need financial support.
Sure.
But what we really need more is we need people to start talking. We need people to get educated, start talking, and really understand how important it is that we take this head on. This is Pittsburgh. We take everything head on. Let's do what the Steelers do to football. Let's do that to trafficking.
You sent me this newsletter from the feds, and I'm going through this.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Bridgeville resident charged with producing and distributing materials sexually exploiting a minor. 2 Florida residents involved.
Yeah, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll
Yep.
get to the Western Division. And we
Mount Lebanon resident, pleads guilty to sexual exploitation of a minor. Here, Cranberry Township resident indicted for domestic violence and assault. My point is that this isn't just everybody's from the same quote unquote bad neighborhood. This is a hodgepodge of losers, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Felon people.
You know, they built, I don't know if you saw, there was a huge bust in Florida.
Yep.
There were 160 traffickers.
Oh.
In that group of traffickers, there was an elementary school teacher, a pastor.
Unbelievable.
These are people who hold positions of trust and
That's right.
respect,
Right.
and they are trafficking and exploiting individuals. So please be aware. And I'm not, I'm just not sensationalizing,
No.
but we all need to open our eyes, and we need to protect those who may not realize that there are these dangers out there.
Michelle Margatai with the Refuge for Women. How do folks help if they wish to donate?
If they want to donate, they can text HOPE PGH to 53555. That's HOPE PGH 53555. We always accept snail mail at our office, 81 South 13th Street, Pittsburgh, PA 15203. And again, if you go on our website, refugeforwomen.org, you can learn more about all of the ways that you can help. Marty, I want to thank you. This has just been a tremendous opportunity.
Oh, I love this. It's important to
And
us.
tasting all the donuts has also been.
My man Patrick, who puts all this together, has been doing a magnificent job streaming this. This isn't just a live stream. It becomes kind of this live evolving television show, quite frankly, with graphics and phone numbers and photographs that makes it really a lot more easy to communicate this message. And I'm grateful to you. Folks, we're live at the Oakmont Bakery. We'll be right back. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Samantha, how's it looking out there?
Hey, Marty, I'm looking at the Cordell and Cordell traffic cams. Over on the inbound side of the Parkway West, we're seeing some backups starting around the Green Tree exit all the way into the Fort Pitt tunnels. Over on the Parkway East, you'll see some backup on the inbound side right around Edgewood, Swissville as you make your way through the Squirrel Hill tunnels. And over on the outbound side, you might see some congestion as you approach the Greenfield Bridge overpass. Other than that, all of our major roadways are looking clear if you're headed out for lunch. With AAA Traffic, I'm Samantha McGill on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDK.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
This portion of the show is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Visit them at awaken180weightloss.com.
Sorry, but we actually have a wait list for our Monstera.
Shaw's greenhouse is really bringing in the green.
Hey,
Sam, do I have time
She
to
needs
run
a construction manager to build on her roots and grow.
We got a whole section for ferns. Dahlias, more dahlias.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
You probably have like 4 minutes.
To conduct virtual interviews.
Once we get out of the next segment, you'll have time. We'll get out of the next segment around 28. Yeah,
Okay.
you'll have time then.
Conditions apply.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Does your job require you to be on your feet all day? Teachers, postal carriers, salespeople, and restaurant staff. Many of us need our feet to get us through the day. I'd like you to hear from Donna. She's a nurse and a real customer of the Good Feet store who wanted to share her story.
Oh, I have to tell you, I have struggled with pain in my feet. I was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis. I work in a hospital. I'm a registered nurse, so being on my feet, walking throughout the hospital during the day, I am free from any type of pain. And after working a 12-hour shift, I go home and my feet do not hurt.
Whether you're a nurse like Donna or anyone wanting to enjoy work without your feet getting in the way, come see us today. Visit us in Robinson Town Center, in Cranberry Township, in Morgantown at Suncrest Town Center, or book your free fitting at goodfeet.com. Good Feet arch supports are HSA and FSA eligible. The only place to get the Good Feet solution is at the Good Feet store. Come in for a free test walk today.
The house is 80 years old, maybe 90. There's a couple bathrooms. We had a plumber in there fixing one of the bathrooms. He said the fixtures were 30 years old. It's old. It needs updated. We got the Bath Authority coming out. Look, here's why I love them. It's modern. Everything they make is durable. Everything they make is custom. Everything they make is low maintenance. Walk-in tubs, great. Replacement showers, great. Tub to shower conversion, great. This is the best chance for you to get a new bath, the Bath Authority. 412-249-1140. 412-249-1140. Get $1,500 off a new shower or bath and 36 months of interest-free financing. Bath Authority, 412-249-1140.
This traffic report brought to you by NJM Insurance. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance.
Legend has it, underneath the NJM Insurance offices lies a room of rejected mascot memorabilia. Is it real? No one knows. But we do know NJM is proud to put policyholders first. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
CBS Eye on Veterans, presented by University of Maryland Global Campus. Veterans Support Organization Mission Roll Call CEO, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel Jim Whaley, has this warning for Congress and the VA, who both have been slow to ensure that all veterans are guaranteed a path to a better life after military service.
We just need to get behind it in a bipartisan way. And the goal is, at the end of it, freedom. Nothing less. Because if we don't fix these problems, we become a weak country. And we can't man the services. And we can't defend our interests abroad. And then history repeats itself. And that's not good.
Some puzzles are hard to solve. Others are hard to prove. Listen to Blood is Thicker, the Hargan Family Killings, wherever you get your podcasts. Access episodes early and ad-free with 48 Hours Plus on Apple Podcasts.
UPMC, life-saving, life-changing information. Amazing.
Where Pittsburgh comes to talk. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's Marty Griffin. We're live at Oakmont Bakery. They're doing something really cool here today for every, it's National Donut Day. Which is cool in that when folks bought something out here, they got a free donut. But then on top of that, they donated $5 for every dozen donuts folks are buying out here. And it's been a fabulous, fabulous day as we talk about Refuge for Women. It's a shelter here that takes in women who have been exploited and abused and trafficked. And the numbers are actually astounding. 27 million folks around the world, and in the country, hundreds of thousands. None of this happens without the Sorreo family. And Mark trying to intrude on our broadcast, but I grabbed his better half, Tony. Tony, sit down, please. Whatever your dad screws up, you fix. Thank God he has you.
Yeah, yeah. Very rarely does he screw up, though.
No, come on, man. He's the best.
He's the best. He's great.
You're covered in.
I'm covered in glaze, sugar, flour.
Right.
Making tons of donuts today. Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, it's cool. And you kind of been molded into your dad's form, have you not?
Yeah,
You're just as crazy as he is.
Oh, absolutely. You have to be. You have to be crazy to do this.
I have seen. This is actually fascinating to watch your family tree, because when you were younger, and I've told this story 100 times, you didn't really want to do this at certain times of the day, and your dad would literally pull you out of bed with the mattress, right?
Yep, exactly.
And now you're the first one in.
I mean, I'm here whenever I'm needed. Yep. So, well, we always joke around. My dad's the morning guy. I'm the late guy. So he always. Yeah. So anything that goes on, we have a team that works overnight. They have issues. I'll be down here for that. Anything that happens first thing in the morning, he's here. Then throughout the day, I'm here all day. So we work together really well in that aspect.
it's also as important to you to make a difference as it is to your father.
Yeah.
He doesn't let that slide.
He doesn't. Yeah, he always, he always set the standard high. So he always, we always are, working to do better, and we're always evolving, always changing things. That's why we are where we're at right now.
No, that's why you've had so much success and gratification in terms of helping people. I've talked to Mark about this many times, and these cakes that we deliver, this cakewalk, the magnificent impact a cake can have on someone who's dying. It's bizarre, don't you think? How gratifying it becomes.
I know, because it's something sweet. It makes people happy. It's that's what this business does. We'll make somebody's wedding cake, then we're making their baby shower cake. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And then all kind of things. Sweets always seem like they make everybody happy. And I love being a part of it too.
And for instance, today, your father takes something as simple as a donut and says, let's use this donut to make a difference at this amazing shelter that helps women. I mean, it's fascinating what you can accomplish with donuts, for God's sakes, right?
Right. It is. I mean, like even this morning, last night we were talking about what do we want to do, and this morning let's donate $5 for every dozen that we sell today, and we've sold probably 500 or 600 dozen so far.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's making if we can we make a difference in the world to people. It's important. It's what life's about.
It means a hell of a lot. Tony Sorreo. Hey, I saw pictures of your sons a few months ago. They're little guys. They're in here working on a holiday.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same thing that you did with your dad one Christmas when you opened the joint up when it was closed, and you had a line down the street.
Yep.
Right? So you're kind of passing this along.
Yeah, my kids love it. I love bringing them down here. I'll never forget those days where we'd come down here Christmas morning. We'd start out by just selling what we had left, and by the afternoon, we're baking bread, making coffee. We called two of my aunts in. It was so much fun. I'll never forget that experience, and I'll never forget how upset my mother was with my father too.
Oh, that's funny.
And he let me keep all the money.
Did he?
Yeah.
You still have it, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Tony, thanks, brother.
Thanks so much, Marty. It's great having you guys here today.
Father, like son, the same work ethic, and in today's culture, I don't see that a lot. It's actually very unusual. When you get a very successful business and you pass along to the next generation, oftentimes the business fails. It's just the truth. It's hard to find or replicate that work ethic. And there's a magic here that I've never seen, quite frankly, in a family business. In that just about everyone in Mark's family works here and makes a difference here. And they all feel the same way. And let's be blunt about it. Family businesses can be a struggle internally, personally, financially, because everybody kind of sits at the same dinner table. And I always tell this story. If you come home at night and you're sitting there with your boss, who happens to be your dad, and you want to complain about your boss, who happens to be your dad, then you're complaining to your dad about being your boss, and your dad doesn't like it. And if your wife works there and your brother works there and they're making more or less, and then that starts that, or someone's working more hours, or somebody made a mistake, this family infighting can be awful. But somehow the Sorreo family has survived this process and actually thrived through this process. And they're absolutely amazing, and it's a pleasure to be able to be here today to make a difference. To make a difference for the Refuge for Women. And we're live at Oakmont Bakery, folks. We'll be right back.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6481. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6481. That's 800-575-6481. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
15 packs of Pepsi products, 2 for $14. Save $1 on 2 gallons of milk, just for Par Mar Rewards card holders. Dan's angrily inviting you to download the Par Mar Rewards app today. And remember, if there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Folds of Honor has been meeting Sacrifice with Hope since 2019 in Western PA. It's their honor to empower people through education and the opportunities it creates. 41% of Folds of Honor scholarships are awarded to minorities, making recipient families as diverse as the country we call home. Folds of Honor has earned the Gold Star Platinum Seal, as well as 4 out of 4-star rankings on Charity Navigator. You can join their squadron today at westernpa.foldsofhonor.org. Please donate today. Spitzer Toyota of Monroeville is a proud supporter of Folds of Honor.
Boss TV and Appliance. I know how good they are. They've been in my house. We have several other appliances. They've been to Larry's house. He loves them. Look, if you're looking for a new appliance, a new television, why pick Boss? It's the only place you'll ever need. They're small enough to treat you like family and big enough to offer an array of quality TVs and appliance. Boss TV and Appliance, big brands, reliable delivery and service, and the lowest prices in town, guaranteed. Trust Boss. 412-650-BOSS. 412-650-BOSS.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now. From Medicare Solutions Studios.
The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Mostly sunny and 75 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 12:30. I'm Paul Alexander. The sex trafficking of women and young girls is a growing problem here in Pittsburgh area and across the country. Refuge for Women is a local organization that helps women who are exploited, battered, or abused. Spokeswoman Michelle Mergati tells Marty Griffin on KDKA Radio their goal is to be a voice for survivors.
This is hard work, folks. This is really hard work.
It is.
You can't imagine the amount of trauma that they've been through and the complexity of it. And it takes time to heal. And so what we do is we stabilize them. We get them medical care. We get them mental health care. We feed them nutritious food.
On this National Donut Day, Oakmont Bakery is donating $5 for every dozen of donuts sold today to the Refuge for Women. We're 1 year away from the implementation of Real ID across the United States, and here in Pennsylvania, beginning May 7th of next year, you will need either a Real ID compliant license identification card or a passport identification to board a domestic flight. Nearly 22% of Pennsylvanians currently have Real ID, and PennDOT Transportation Secretary Mike Carroll says they need to get the number higher.
I know for some Pennsylvanians, change is hard, but we really do need folks to think about getting that Real ID. We really do not want to have a situation next May where folks are in the TSA line without the Real ID and are turned away from boarding a commercial flight.
He says Real ID is optional in Pennsylvania, but if you think you'll need one, especially if you plan on flying, he recommends that you start the process now. Steelers have released the team's training camp schedule. News Radio KDK's Paul Rasmussen has details.
Players return to St. Vincent College on July 24th. On the next day, Thursday the 25th, practice is open to the public. This season's night practice at Latrobe Memorial Stadium is on August 2nd. The Steelers' first preseason game with Houston at Acrisure Stadium is set for August 8th. The fans' last chance to see practice is on the 14th, the day before the team breaks camp. A free mobile ticket is required to attend Steelers practice, and they're available starting June 25th at 10 a.m. on Ticketmaster. Paul Rasmussen, News Radio KDKA.
KDKA Radio News Time is 12:32. Our next update at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Gabby.
Hey, Gabby. It's Jennifer Coolidge. Hi. I'm so glad I reached you at 2 a.m.
Oh, of course. Anyone with a Discover card can call and talk to a real person 24/7. Now, how can I help?
Yeah, I used my Discover card to buy these yellow pleather pajamas, and I'm just not sure I'm pulling them off.
24/7 U.S.-based customer service. It pays to Discover. Limitations apply. Learn more at discover.com/creditcard.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for up to half the cost. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up! and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular single line 1, 5, and 10 gig data plans with unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon January 2024.
So, hey, it's Marty. You know, we're getting there. It's spring right here. It get real windy. A lot of trees leaning over toward your house, leaning over in the yard. Tree branches in a precarious position. Here's what you got to do. You got to call my boy, Carlos, Greater Pitt Tree Service. Insane pricing, the best training, the best equipment. I've used Carlos at my house several times and my neighbors. Greater Pitt Tree Service, 412-884-TREE, 412-884-TREE.
Sherlock Holmes has never met a villain so clever and so lethal. Has he finally met his match? The Shaw Festival presents Sherlock Holmes and the Mystery of the Human Heart. This gripping new play is filled with enough twists to leave even Sir Arthur Conan Doyle guessing what happens next. Sherlock Holmes at the Shaw. For best seats at best prices, go to shawfest.com.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. You've heard me talk about Brian Breisinger. He's my man at MediConnect. I'm serious about this. Now it's time for me to do this. Join me in a series of videos as I begin the process of signing up for Medicare. Questions asked, information shared. Ultimately, which Medicare plan is right for me. And always, as you know, there's no charge for MediConnect services. This is great. Visit MediConnectInsurance.com or call 888-818-6334. MediConnect. Great stuff.
The countdown to November 5th is happening now.
Trump, there's a lot to consider.
The 2024 election.
The border, the economy.
Just keep going up. Inflation for sure.
All you need to know is on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser. Samantha, what's up?
Hey, Marty, we're still seeing a good amount of traffic on the Parkway West on the inbound side. This is starting right around Green Tree as you make your way to the Fort Pitt tunnels. Over on the Parkway East on the inbound side, you might see some backup right around Edgewood Swissville as you make your way through the Squirrel Hill tunnels. And on the outbound side, you'll see some congestion starting around the bend at Bates. I'm also seeing some backup over here on the lower deck of the Fort Duquesne Bridge. With AAA traffic, I'm Samantha McGill on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDK.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
This afternoon and evening, a couple of showers and a high of 73, some clouds, low 55 tonight, breezy with some sun, high 77 for tomorrow. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Heather Zaire, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right, it's a Friday here. I get you ready for the weekend. 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, as I do every day, right here on KDK. It's Colin Dunlap.
Hey, folks, Marty Griffin here. We're live at Oakmont Bakery. We've been here all morning and have enjoyed the hell out of it for several reasons. We love this joint. It's National Donut Day. Any excuse to be here. Also, we're helping raise awareness for Refuge for Women, an amazing women's shelter. And we're going to talk to them further. Every dozen donuts they sell, they're donating $5 to the Refuge for Women shelter, which is fantabulous. But I want to mention something. It's very rare that I'm shocked by something. And I got to be honest with you. I was shocked by what happened yesterday. And my man Patrick, who was my partner in all this, I think was just as floored. So let me go back. A few weeks ago, we had this Brian Hagerich guy on and his wife, Ashley. And Brian, if you recall, is from Pennsylvania, Somerset County, I think. And he was in Turks and Caicos with his family. This is months and months ago. And he inadvertently left 20 bullets in the pouch of some luggage. And on the way out of the country, Turks and Caicos, from a family vacation, they'd been there 5 times with his wife and kids. They grabbed him and took him into custody. And unbeknownst to him, number one, that's insanely illegal there. Not here, by the way, to have that in your luggage if it's checked. And number two, he did not know they changed the law. So it's now 12-year minimum sentence, prison sentence for this kind of thing. So he was in a jail, dark cell for 10 days. He was with murderers. He was in fear for his life. And then they bonded him out, but they wouldn't let him leave the country for 101 days. And it was hell for him, honestly. Wanted to give up. And in the process of that, it cost a lot of money. And I mean insane money. And I mean $100,000. Lawyers, food costs, hotel costs, you name it, he had to pay for it. Now, did he want a pity party? I don't know. I felt bad. I felt awful about it. I felt awful about the way he's being treated. I felt awful about the way he was held hostage. And by the way, 5 Americans this has happened to. A Philadelphia woman was snatched off the street. She had 2 bullets from a 9mm gun inadvertently in her luggage, 2, and faced 12 years in prison. To get him out of there, Guy Reschenthaler, the congressman, and Fetterman, John Fetterman, U.S. Senator, had to fly down and raise hell and threaten Turks and Caicos with their livelihood, honestly. So I wanted to, and then I want to get into what happened. I wanted to play a snippet of an interview with Brian Haggerich and his wife Ashley to understand what happened after he was released and he's back in the States with $100,000 in debt from lawyers and cops and hotels and food and everything in Turks and Caicos. Samantha, please play that interview. Thank you. Hey, Brian, kind of go through what happened when you got snatched by the cops down there in Turks and Caicos.
So I was paged overhead, reported to the ticket counter, and was informed that I was selected for a random bag search, which I quickly found out was not a random bag search. After, 7 to 10 minutes of them basically disabling my entire bag, ripping everything out. First thing that came out was my son's puddle jumper, sunscreen, flip-flops, bathing suits, you name it, was all just thrown out. And at that point, okay, I'm just like, we put this all back in. I'm ready to board this flight. I don't want to miss it. Continued to search, and she pulled out the box of ammunition, which I quickly recognized as hunting ammunition that I have used on other trips. And his eyes lit up like he had just won the lottery. It was like the best prize he could have ever found. And at that point, still I was oblivious to what was going on, thought they would discard it. I'd hop on the plane and go home, and that quickly became, certainly wasn't going to be the case. And had to just plead with them to let me even inform Ashley of going on. And after much pleading and basically saying, hey, I'm not going anywhere until we have this discussion, they let her come over for a minute or two with the kids, and just like that, they were whisked away, and, the uncertainty began. It's like, okay, when will I see my family again?
And so you were taken to jail?
I was taken to jail. I spent 8 nights there. Spent most of that time alongside 3 other individuals that were in on murder charges. And it's not, a closed cell jail. It's all open, so you're right there, and you're in the element of everything. Dark, bugs, just concrete floors, no pillows, blankets that had probably been used for the last 3-4 years without being laundered. It was not what I had envisioned of a jail.
Hey, Brian, any time did you think I could die in here?
Didn't think I could die, but those thoughts of, oh my God, what is going on? Like, I know after the first night, I said to myself, I got to do this. I cannot spend another night in here. I mean, it was awful.
Wow. But then you're in. What? Did you get out on bail?
Yeah, I did. It was after 8 days. The process there is much different than the U.S. So
10 seconds.
But even when you're out on bail, people think, oh, it's this beautiful island. No, it's basically jail without the 4 walls.
All right. So that's Brian. His wife is also there. Brian Haggerich. They're from Somerset County. All right, so here's where the surprise comes in. And I've been at this a while. I tell my wife I've seen everything twice, maybe 3 times. We have had insane results with raising money. We've raised millions of dollars for people, for homes and roofs and cancer treatment. Heck, we found kidneys for people. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you the damn truth. With the Warmathon, we'll raise $200,000 in a couple hours. It's insane, the kindness. The kindness. And so why am I telling you this? So Brian asked us, and Guy Rosenthal, Congressman Guy Rosenthal, who I love. By the way, he's in Normandy right now in France, telling great stories about D-Day. Guy said, can you help this guy? He has insane debt from this trip. I said, hell yeah. People love to help them. And Patrick and Patrick, we thought, hell, this would be a no-brainer.
I thought it would be pretty simple to raise some money. I thought people would actually be pretty sympathetic
from all over the country.
Exactly. I mean, anyone that, especially all the hunters out there, when you find out one little piece of stray bullets, ammunition, could cause this nightmare.
Right. And then we thought, this could happen to any American family. And then we thought, wow, they got screwed. And then we thought, man, the $110,000 is a lot of debt. And then we thought, they were on every network. They were in every newspaper in the world. The people would pile on and help them.
Crowds showed up at the airport for him making it home when he finally got released.
People were crying and wailing and blah, blah, blah.
It was touching.
So he builds this site, GoFundMe. And by the way, it's up right now on our live stream. Using that site, we've raised millions of dollars. I'm not exaggerating that. So in my career, and I'm an old guy, in Patrick's career, and he's been around a while himself with this stuff, I have never seen this kind of reaction. Kind of describe, I'll let you take this, kind of describe what we saw from all over the damn place on this post.
Thousands and thousands of people have viewed these posts, us sharing it out there.
Yep.
I thought it was going to be positive reaction until you start reading the comments.
Right.
Oh, my God. You brought this on yourself.
Right.
I'm not giving you a penny. How dare you ask anyone for money? Hatred. Venomous hatred.
Hatred. You're a loser. Screw you. You deserve this.
Oh, you're going on vacation to another country. You can probably afford this. Why should I care?
You're an idiot. I mean, it was hateful.
Yeah. And they're more than $100,000 in debt from being stuck there.
And look, then people started going after him personally. Looks like you played professional baseball. You're the vice president of some company. You're a rich guy. Go to hell. I mean, it got, and generally I wouldn't repeat this stuff, but we were so surprised by the hate. So surprised. They don't need this money. Why are you doing this for them? Are you kidding? Yes, they won't be traveling again. What's my point? Shame on you. I felt embarrassed. I actually apologized to him. I wanted to read, then we'll go to break. Hold on a second here, Samantha. So last night, Brian was seeing this, and I felt bad about this. 8 o'clock last night, I apologize. Marty, thanks for having us on today. Thanks for carrying them so much. We need to pull this. GoFundMe. It doesn't seem to be well received. Wow.
That's an understatement.
I'm ashamed to say that people feel this way about people who are in trouble. And I'll do it 100 times again. And I'll do anything I can to help him. And to hell with you people with that cold heart and that venomous hate. I hope to hell you never end up in a situation like this in your life. That's all I got to say about this. We are moving on, and so is this amazing man, Brian, and his amazing family, and his wife, Ashley. All right? We'll be right back. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Samantha, what's up?
Hey,
Hey, Marty, things are looking pretty congested out there. We have crews headed to the scene of an accident on the intersection of Babcock Boulevard and Rochester Road. This is in Ross Township. Over on our major roadways, we're seeing a good amount of traffic on the Parkway West on the inbound side. The backup starting right around Carnegie all the way through the Fort Pitt tunnels. Over on the Parkway East on the inbound side, you'll see some backup starting around Edgewood, Swissvale as you make your way through the Squirrel Hill tunnels. And on the outbound side, it's backed up to Technology Drive. We're also seeing that congestion build on the lower deck of the Fort Duquesne Bridge. With AAA Traffic, I'm Samantha McGill on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDK.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-700-6898. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-700-6898. That's 800-700-6898 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-700-6898. 800-700-6898.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 platinum preferred roofing company.
For all station contest rules, go to kdkradio.com/rules.
Hi, it's Lynn Hayes Freeland with some exciting news for baseball enthusiasts over 50. Joining today is Cheryl Lenhart, a volunteer representing AARP Pennsylvania, with details on a senior slugger program in partnership with the Washington Wild Things baseball team. Welcome, Cheryl. I just want to jump right in. Share with our listeners what the senior slugger program is all about.
Absolutely. The Senior Slugger program is a fantastic initiative by AARP Pennsylvania and the Washington Wild Things Frontier League baseball team. It's designed to bring together baseball fans age 50 and over for a season of excitement at Wild Things Park.
Now that sounds like fun. What can folks who sign up expect from all this?
Well, listeners, here's the deal. We're offering complimentary tickets for every Wednesday home game this season. That's 8 games total. Plus, thanks to Burke's Food, you can save a delicious $1 on your favorite team.
So free tickets and discounted hot dogs. Now, how do people register?
It's very simple. Just complete the registration form over at WashingtonWildThings.com under the Community tab and select Senior Slugger Program, and you'll be all set.
Now, what are some of the upcoming home games that they don't want to miss?
We have an exciting lineup, including games against the Evansville Otters, the Windy City Thunderbolts, and more. First game is on May 22nd at 6:05. Check out the schedule and mark your calendars.
This sounds like a great summer evening to me, Cheryl. Where can folks get more information?
For more details, contact AARP Pennsylvania at PAAARP@aarp.org. We're here to answer any questions you may have.
Thanks, Cheryl. Now, don't miss Pittsburgh's premier baseball event for fans over 50. Sign up today for a season of unforgettable baseball experiences with AARP and the Washington Wild Things.
Sorry, but we actually have a wait list for our Monstera.
Shaw's greenhouse is really bringing in the green.
Like snake plants and stuff.
She needs a construction manager to build on her roots and grow.
We got a whole section for ferns. Here we have dahlias, dahlias, and more dahlias.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
We need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. This morning's read on job growth really exceeded expectations, rising 272,000 in May, when most economists were expecting closer to 180,000. One economist with Wells Fargo calls it a very Fed-unfriendly report, meaning the Federal Reserve will likely keep interest rates on hold for the next several months. Meta and Google are threatening to block news content in California. This comes in response to a proposed state law known as the California Journalism Preservation Act. It would require advertising giants like Meta and Google to pay a fee for news content. And a captive audience for ads. Dow Jones says United Airlines has started showing commercials on its planes' seatback screens that are personalized. Passengers get pitched based on factors such as their age, hometown, favorite destinations, and whether they're flying first class or economy. United flyers watching in-flight movies and TV shows now see ads while scrolling options, then have to watch a half-minute commercial before the selected entertainment begins. Erica Herskowitz, Bloomberg Radio.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Gorgeous day. What a great opportunity to talk to folks at Oakmont Bakery today. What a wonderful experience, and what a wonderful enlightening experience regarding the Refuge for Women. It's a shelter that actually saves lives, and the women that have made it out here today to explain how significant it is, we're so grateful for them. One of them is wonderful. I've met her before. Hi, Ronnie. Nice to see you again.
It's nice to see you.
You are the community engagement specialist. You know what I love about you? You're always trying to get the word out. Every time you're here, you're working the room. I love this about you. You care about this that much, right?
I do.
Tell us why it's so important to you.
Well, I think it's so important because it's such a prevalent problem. I don't think people realize how big of an issue it is in Pittsburgh. Trafficking is happening everywhere. It's in the inner cities. It's out in the suburbs. It's literally happening everywhere. And I think it's important for people to know that.
There is a big event coming up. Let's talk about this in September.
Yes, we're so excited, and it is going to happen exactly on our 1-year anniversary of opening our doors, and we're calling it Diamonds in Denim.
Nice.
The women that come to us often, they've lived through so much, and if you think about how a diamond is formed and all the pressure that it's under. So these women, they're beautiful, incredible, strong survivors, and we want to celebrate them. So we're going to have our event, and it's going to be a different type of fundraiser. It's going to be casual. We're going to have a pig roast. We're going to have mechanical bull. We're going to have yard games. It's casual, just fun. Come out, celebrate. Hear the success stories that we've had with the women that have been in the program. We've been graduating women throughout the year, and we just want to celebrate it and really just raise awareness. Obviously, funds. I mean, it is a fundraiser, so we're excited.
Refuge for Women Shelter. What's the best way for folks to engage you and try and help immediately?
Well, today you can text HOPE PGH to 53-555. You can also mail a check to 81 South 13th Street, Pittsburgh, PA 15203. You could go on our Facebook page. You can go on our website, which is refugeforwomen.org, and there's a donate tab on there. We accept checks, cash. If you want to come in and give us cash here, we'll accept that. We're grateful to everybody who's willing to donate to us.
Well, and a significant number of women have been sucked into this horrible life, have they not?
They have.
And without groups like yours, they could die.
Right, exactly. And the really cool thing about our program is it's 100% free to the women that utilize it.
Wow.
So when a woman comes to us, and she'll stay with us for 90 days, and she's not charged 1 cent for it. So that's why our fundraisers and donations, and when people come up and hand us money at places like this, that's why it's so important.
Yeah, that was cool. I saw it.
Yeah, we can't provide the programs that we provide if people aren't helping us. And the best part about it is all the money that we raise in Pittsburgh stays in Pittsburgh.
And you said something significant, 90 days. That's just
right.
It's just like 72 hours and get on back out there. You really engage.
Right. We're not giving them a Band-Aid and a cookie and saying, take a nap, you'll feel better tomorrow. We're talking to them about the trauma that they've experienced. We're talking to them about what they've gone through, and we're helping them to take the next steps to start rebuilding their lives.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's an amazing program, and I'm so proud of it, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. But we do need help. I mean,
Absolutely.
we can't do it alone.
Is it $750,000 or $800,000 a year just to keep the doors open?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it's a
It's
huge
in that area,
number.
right? Yeah. Yeah, just for staffing.
Right. And that doesn't talk about the programs and, all of that comes with a cost.
And that's why I love what Sorreo has done here today. $5 for every dozen donuts. They've sold 600 dozen donuts, which is quite a few.
That's amazing.
in
And they're
one day.
delicious.
They're absolutely fabulous. One more time, throw that information out there for folks.
Yes, it's if you want to text a donation, HOPE PGH to 53-555, or you could mail a check to 81 South 13th Street, Pittsburgh 15203. And also on our website, refugeforwomen.org, there is a donate tab on there, and we accept cash if you want to come in and hand it to me here today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
Thanks
you
for
so
having
much.
us.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Life-changing medicine is happening every day at UPMC Heart and Vascular Institute.
We have the luxury to be bold, to continue to be pioneers in the world for innovative heart care.
We are the place of discovery. Literally, the world experts in cardiac care are in this institution.
By combining technology, research, and the latest innovations, patients from all over the world come to UPMC.
Because of the expertise that exists here at UPMC, it allows us to take on patients that have been turned down at other centers.
We offer unique heart procedures that you cannot get anywhere else. One of our founding mantras is that compassion has to be at the forefront of everything that we do.
From leading the region in cardiac procedures to being the only center in the state to offer integrated women's health and heart care, UPMC is pioneering life-changing cardiac care every day. Your heart care matters. Visit upmc.com/heart to learn more.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
When you start your car, you can start your mind.
I think it's important to be informed on what's going on.
If you don't have the facts, you can't think for yourself.
You got to figure out what's going on.
And accelerate your intelligence.
With 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh, W261 AX Pittsburgh.
Odyssey app. Medicare Solution Studios.
To be the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Partly sunny and 71 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander. The county's latest fatal shooting happened overnight in Braddock Hills. The 911 call came in a few minutes before 2 a.m. Police say the shooting took place in the parking lot at J. Cat's Bar in the 1200 block of Wilkins Avenue. A man with multiple gunshot wounds died at the scene. Allegheny County detectives are investigating. A young woman is speaking out after being attacked by a stranger in downtown Pittsburgh. 18-year-old Sophia Mansing is going to college in Southern California and working this summer as an intern at Flying Scooter Productions on Smithfield Street. Mansing said she was attacked Wednesday evening as she left her job. A woman hit her in the back of the head with a shoe, followed her down the street, grabbed her hair, shoved her to the ground, and then punched and kicked her in the face. Sophia told KDK-TV that wasn't the worst of it.
There were a lot of people around that did nothing. That's the one thing that I'm actually mad about, is that nobody came to help me.
Mansing was hospitalized with a concussion and a broken nose. Police say the attack was caught on video, and the woman who assaulted Sophia was arrested and charged with aggravated assault and disorderly conduct. Tens of thousands of women are trafficked, exploited, abused, and neglected every year. A local organization called Refuge for Women protects these women from life and death situations. With today being National Donut Day, Oakmont Bakery will donate $5 for every dozen of donuts they sell to Refuge for Women. Mark Sorreo talked to Marty Griffin on KDK Radio about why this organization is so important to him.
I think the organization is just amazing. It's helping, women and girls who are taken advantage of by people. And I feel like it's so needed in our city, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
If you'd like to help, just text HOPE-Pittsburgh to 53555. Allegheny County leaders announced Thursday a new program to move people from shelters to affordable housing. News Radio KDK's Tamira Rush has that story.
500 and 500 is a collaborative effort by housing advocates and other elected leaders who unveiled a major affordable housing initiative on Thursday. County Executive Sarah Innamorato says she believes the initiative will help address a growing problem of unsheltered homelessness.
We stand here ready to announce a new program to help move people out of shelter and into stable, safe, and attainable homes.
And if you're wondering how the 500 in 500 program is going to happen, Innamorato explains.
This crowd represents the unity that is 500 in 500.
Information about the initiative is available online at 500in500.alleghenycounty.us. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
On Wall Street, the Dow is up 46 points. The Nasdaq up 34. The S&P 500 is up 12 points. KDK Sports, Pirates lost to the Dodgers 11-7 last night, but did manage to take 2 of 3. Tonight, it's the first of a 3-game series with the Twins. First pitch over at PNC Park at 6:40. News brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick, installing most roofs in just one day. TrustPJ.com. KDK Radio News Time is 1:03. Time to get your bathroom remodeled with Rebath. Schedule your free in-home design and quote today with Rebath. Partly sunny and 71 degrees in Pittsburgh. KDK AAA traffic and weather together next.
Do you feel like you're going through life clouded by doubt? Talk to California Psychics. Our trusted and accurate psychics are available 24/7, and we guarantee if it's not life-changing, it's free. Download the app or connect with us at CaliforniaPsychics.com. Right now, new customers get 80% off their first reading. Experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
As a roofer, spring means the start of my busy season, which means I've got to get organized with help from Beacon. I can save time with Beacon Pro Plus and 24/7 access to live pricing, delivery tracking, order history, and more. Plus, this spring, I can earn $1,000 and the chance to win a $25,000 backyard renovation just by buying my CertainTeed shingles online with Beacon. No purchase necessary. Now that's what I call a spring cleanup. Visit BECN.com for official rules and to start earning entries.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
It's no secret that American consumers nationwide are accumulating credit card debt at record levels due to high interest rates and rising inflation. But here's the good news. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or personal loans, you may qualify to have your debt significantly reduced. National Debt Relief's award-winning team negotiates with your creditors to reduce a large portion of what you owe, putting you on the fast track to being debt-free. National Debt Relief has helped over 550,000 people reduce their debt, is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and is the top-rated debt relief company. Act now to learn how this debt relief is helping so many people during these hard economic times. You have nothing to lose but your debt. For a free consultation and to learn what debt relief you may qualify for, call the National Debt Relief Hotline now at 800-709-3542. 800-709-3542. Again, that's 800-709-3542.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. Samantha, what's up?
Hey, Marty, I'm looking at the Cordell and Cordell traffic cams, and we got about 4 accidents to report right now. First one, we got in the 5000 block of Forbes Avenue. This is over in Squirrel Hill. We also got some on the parkways. Looking at the Parkway East, this is on the, we have an accident reported on the inbound side. This is right near 4 Mile Run Road. So look out for some delays over there. Over on the Parkway West inbound side, we have an accident reported near the Carnegie exit. And going into Carnegie, we have an accident reported at the intersection of Academy Street and Chestnut Street. This is also in Carnegie. Back to the parkways, we have a good amount of traffic on the Parkway West on the inbound side. As you know, it's backed up until Carnegie all the way through the Fort Pitt tunnels. Over on the Parkway East on the inbound side, you'll see some backup heading into the city around Edgewood, Swissville as you make your way through the Squirrel Hill tunnels. And on the outbound side is backed up to Technology Drive. With AAA Traffic, I'm Samantha McGill on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDK.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
This afternoon and evening will bring a couple of showers to the area. Otherwise, some sunshine and breezy with a high of 73. Partly to mostly cloudy, low 55 tonight. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Heather Zaire, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Did you miss this week's Allegheny Health Network Medical Frontiers? Log on to the Allegheny Health Network website to listen to your favorite Medical Frontiers show. Visit ahn.org/Medical Frontiers podcast and look for your favorite Medical Frontiers show.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hey, folks, Marty Griffin here, live at Oakmont Bakery, having a hell of a day as we support the Refuge for Women shelter. Every dozen donuts, or just today, they'll give $5 to the shelter. They've sold 600 dozen. It's a lot of donuts. They're amazing people out here. I want to get to the phone lines and this young woman who has enough courage to tell this insane story. Sophia, good morning. How are you? Good afternoon, rather. Good morning. Good afternoon. Whatever the hell it is. You say okay. How's your head? How's your nose?
I've got a pretty bad headache. The back of my head is really sensitive, but other than that, I think I got really lucky in that I'm not otherwise hurt.
Sophia Mansing, you're 18, right?
Yeah.
Kind of relive this for us. And by the way, where you were attacked downtown, I've been there 100 times, and it's sketch down there. I've been there 100 times, and it's not safe. Replay this for us, kind of at the time in the day and what actually happened to you, young lady.
It was the end of the day. It was 5:50. And I was just trying to make my way to my bus stop on 7th Street. I was on Smithfield, and I passed a woman sitting on the corner of 6th and Smithfield. And as soon as I passed her, she and I had never interacted before. I had never seen her before. And she came up behind me and hit me in the back of the head with her shoe. I didn't really know what to do, so I kept walking and pulled out my phone to call the police. And she caught up to me, grabbed me by the hair, and dragged me into the street. She started punching and kicking me in the face, in the back of the head, across my shoulders and back. I had a backpack with like a laptop in it, but she didn't touch it, which made it feel really personal. And I was screaming for help, and there were people around, at least 10 witnesses. There were people at a really busy bus stop right down the street, and nobody really came to help me.
Not one person,
Sophia.
Sophia.
Yeah.
Jesus. Of everything about this, it's so horrifying. That's the most unsettling to me. Are you shocked by this? Because I am. I thought we were better than that.
I would like to say that I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I think it's really hard for people to summon the courage to help somebody that they don't know. But I think if you see anybody in pain, that you should help them. And to the people who just watched me get beat up in the street, I would just like to say, imagine if it were your daughter or your niece, your mom, your sister, or really anybody that you love. Would you want them to go through that?
Hell no. And what the hell? Sophia, explain to me, are you laying face down? Are you sideways, and what is she doing during this? And how long did it last?
Altercation probably lasted about 2 minutes.
Wow.
From the time that I passed her and she first hit me to her catching up and pushing me into the street. That was about a minute, and then she just stood there like hitting me and dragging me by my hair further into the right lane, and
Sophia, how did it stop?
I don't know.
No.
After a minute, she just left.
Wow.
And ran into a parking garage, and one of the witnesses that saw the end of it said that she.
Wow.
It was like she was finished.
Wow.
And left me in the street.
Who helped you? How did you finally get help? How did you get up? Did you get to the hospital? What happened?
I picked myself up, and somebody walked out of their apartment building nearby and asked me if I wanted to call the police.
God.
Clearly, I did. And someone who had seen the end of the event came over, and she was endlessly kind. She missed her bus to stand with me, and she insisted on holding my hand, which was really nice. And after that, a couple police officers and EMTs came. I was taken to UPMC Mercy and treated there.
So I've been in that area. It's sketchy. Did you feel that vibe about it being sketchy as you're walking through there?
I probably passed about 30 homeless people before I got to 6th Street. That's 2 blocks from where I work.
Oh.
And I was really shocked because I go to college in Los Angeles, so I know that there the homeless crisis is really intense and affects the area around my school a lot.
Right.
But I thought that Pittsburgh was going to be a safe and comfortable place for me to be this summer. I was completely wrong.
And you are wrong. Are you going back down there to work?
I will be returning to my job.
Wow.
I will not be taking the bus anymore.
Wow.
I think I have a couple of options for carpooling with family friends or another intern that works at the same company.
Hey, in the middle of this, you must have thought this girl could kill me, right? I mean, you had to.
I was feeling really helpless and alone.
Yeah.
I don't think that thought crossed my mind exclusively. I think I was just trying to protect myself and curl in on myself, protect my head and my face, and call out to whoever was around.
What about the city saying this is an isolated incident, Pittsburgh's safe? Because I don't agree with them. I think what you said is true. I wouldn't send my daughter down there now. Is it
In
isolated?
the past 48 hours, I've had people reach out to me saying that they have personally been attacked or know people that have experienced similar things, and I think it's very irresponsible for the city to say that this is an isolated incident and that people just need to, be on better guard when they're walking downtown.
Making it on you. That disgusts me. I'm with you. Was this a person who attacked you? Were they yelling anything during the attack? I mean, could you kind of fathom why this was happening? Was there some motive that you could discern?
He approached me at first saying, why are you telling me? And then after that, I couldn't understand it. It was obscenities, and I honestly wasn't really focused on what she was saying. I had never seen her before. I didn't even make eye contact with her when I passed.
I'm going to text you when I'm done here, and I'm done here too. And I have resources you wouldn't believe in terms of lawyers and counseling and you name it, whether you need money or whatever you need, a place to stay, I don't care. We'll get it for you. I find you to be tremendously courageous. I find your story to be enlightening, insightful, and eye-opening. And in the process of telling the truth, maybe open the eyes of some of these pinheads who think Pittsburgh is nirvana, and it isn't. All cities are a work in progress. And how ironic that you come from LA, where there are 50,000 homeless people downtown, and you get the daylights beat out of you in the streets. You have to see that irony, do you not, Sophia?
I do. And I grew up in Pittsburgh. I spent a little bit of time downtown when I was younger, but I never knew it to be like it is now.
No, me neither, my dear. And I have a daughter your age, and now I'm pissed off about all this. Angry as hell. I will do anything to help you, and I'll text you when I'm done here. And thank you so much for your courageous story, okay?
Thank you for listening.
It's amazing, Sophia. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Man, she's amazing. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Samantha, what's up?
Hey, Marty, we're seeing a lot of residual from these earlier accidents. Over on the Parkway East on the inbound side, we're seeing some backup going all the way to the Birmingham Bridge. Over on the Parkway West on the inbound side, we're still dealing with that accident. So you're going to see what's near the Carnegie exit. So you're going to see a lot of congestion if you're headed towards the Fort Pitt tunnels. This is starting around the merge with 79. We also have another accident on the intersection of Academy Street and Chestnut Street. This is on Carnegie. And we have crews headed to the scene of another accident on the 100 block of Ben Avon Heights Road. This is over in Ben Avon. Back to the Parkway East. On the outbound side, we're seeing some backup right around Wilkinsburg. With AAA Traffic, I'm Samantha McGill on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDK.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
Just Joe Lundberg with your Lowe's weekend weather update. Saturday will be cool and breezy in Pittsburgh with clouds and breaks of sun along with a shower or two and a high of 67. Sunday will remain rather cool for early June with clouds, occasional sun, and a couple of brief showers, the high 71. Score free gifts this Father's Day at Lowe's. Get 2 free select DeWalt tools with your purchase of a 20-volt max battery 2-pack. Valid through June 12. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you're always looking for ways to position your operation to create opportunities and move on them faster. With Bank of America, you get access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America N.A.
Wow, this is cool. This is a big event at all Levin furniture and mattress stores. Wow. One of the Levin's greatest sales ever. Check it out. Start with $100 off your order. Then get Levin's longest free financing offer ever. Wow. 0% down for 72 months, $34.99 minimum, 30% down required. Plus, they pay your sales tax. I absolutely love this on the entire order. Check out Levin's sale right now. Check this out. Our house is 80 years old. I love it. We have this big picture window in what you would call the formal living room. It needs repaired. It needs replaced, and it needs replaced badly. So I am so happy to know that Universal Windows Direct is coming to the house to take a look. They got this amazing opportunity right now. If you call them, 412-545-6003. For every 2 windows you buy, you get 2 free. Love it. Buy 2, get 2 free. Buy 4, get 4 free. Buy 20, get 20 free. In other words, there is no limit. And 0% financing for 60 months. Folks, the windows perform better and last longer They have this super spacer technology which insulates the windows. 412-543-6003. Universal Windows Direct. Love it.
Serious savings at your local Parmar store. Dan's angrily reminding you to download the Parmar Stores app and save big. Get 3 cooler beverage items with your Parmar Rewards card and get 10 cents off per gallon of gas. And remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Marty Griffin with Sophia Mensing, who was attacked. Was this Wednesday, Sophia? What time was it about? Did you say about 3:30? Or what time was it?
It was 5:15 Wednesday evening.
So this would have been what we would describe as rush hour. So there were a lot of people around watching this woman attack you and then beat on you.
Yeah, it was right down the street, diagonal from a busy bus stop.
Wow.
And there were cars passing.
Cars. So people in cars ignored this. People on the bus stop ignored this. All the people on the streets ignored this. Just let this go on without, not one person came over to help you.
No.
Jesus. I could see LA, and I lived out there and worked out there, and it's beautiful and all, but people don't care that much. I'm kind of shocked to hear this about Pittsburgh. And from a young lady who was raised here, are you kind of shocked to hear this about Pittsburgh, that people don't give a crap to help you?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to think that I would have at least filmed it or tried to record it in some way that might help in the future. I don't understand not doing anything.
The detachment from it, that I don't give a crap. I don't either. I'm blown away by this. And you're little.
I am not a big person.
No, you're not. I got so angry seeing this because I have 2 teenage daughters. I wanted to kick someone's ass, to be honest with you. Has anyone from the city reached out, Sophia, to apologize, offer counsel? Have the cops reached out? Anything? Anyone from the DA's office? Anyone?
The DA's office issued a statement, but nobody has reached out directly.
Yeah.
I've been talking to a police officer who helped me set a court date for next Thursday.
Nice, good for you. And obviously you're going to take this on. You're not going to wait. You want this. What about this whole notion that, this poor woman's mentally ill? She needs treatment, not jail time. What do you say about that?
I say that it's necessary that everybody in her position get help.
Yep.
Mental health help and rehab services and whatever she may be dealing with.
Right.
I don't want her to continue suffering in that way, and I don't want her to have the ability to hurt somebody else.
That's right. And I also think it's ignorant for the city to come out and say this is an isolated incident. It isn't, is it, as you have learned?
It's not isolated. I mean, earlier in the day, my boss was grabbed by somebody near the Westin.
Oh, geez. Is your family here in town still?
Yes, they are.
How are they handling this?
My parents were really understandably upset.
Oh.
That's not a call that any parent ever wants to receive.
No.
We were able to be together in the hospital, and they were really happy with the speed and efficiency with which Mercy was able to treat me and get me to my scans. And
yeah, they give a damn, actually.
They
actually care. I'm looking at a picture of you. You have the same color hair my daughter has, and so it's making me angrier. So you're cool with going back to work. You're just not going to walk the streets of downtown. Is that fair for me to say?
Yes, because, well, I don't know if cool would be the right word.
Yeah, I'm probably anxious, right?
I'm still a little apprehensive about it, but I don't want this experience to cripple my ability to pursue a position that I'm passionate about in an industry that I intend on entering. And I want to show that this kind of experience doesn't have to be defining for me.
You're amazing. What kind of career path are you following, my friend?
I study film production at the University of Southern California.
Whoa, one of the best programs on earth. Wow.
Yes.
So on top of everything else, you're really smart. Wow.
Apparently.
Yeah, that's a beautiful campus. Interestingly enough, when I lived out there, that campus kind of has some crime around it, does it not?
Yeah, USC's campus sits in a very rough neighborhood. We have, fortunately, a lot of protection, a lot of security measures. Department of Public Safety is great and keeps everybody updated when incidents do happen around campus.
It's a great school, great program. I used to run through there. It's beautiful. But I remember a football player on the practice field, a bullet went through the fence and he got hit by a bullet that came from the neighborhood. So no place in America is safe, even though we thought downtown Pittsburgh was. You're amazing, and I'll be in touch. I'm so grateful for your story. It's enlightening. You're so mature. You're so compassionate. In the way you keep yourself together, your parents should be proud. And I would argue you have a hell of a career in front of you. And if we can help you in any way, we will, I promise. You're amazing. Thank you, Sophia. We'll be right back, folks.
PA Resources Council will be collecting hazardous household chemicals like cleaners, paints, motor oil, pesticides, and more Saturday, June 15th from 9 to 1 at the Fayette County Recycling Convenience Center. Visit prc.org for details. Pre-registration is required.
It's Marty. We talked about cancer. We talked about how it throws off your balance. I'm at Physical in Monroeville. Physical, folks. Dr. Jess Nolan is amazing at the office in Monroeville. They put you in a harness. They teach you how to walk again. I feel stronger. I feel as if I'm getting my balance back. Physical in Monroeville. 412-457-8200. 412-457-8200.
Medicare Solutions Studios.
The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Breezy and 71 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1:30. I'm Paul Alexander. The county's latest fatal shooting happened overnight in Braddock Hills. The 911 call came in a few minutes before 2 a.m. Police say the shooting took place in the parking lot at J. Cat's Bar in the 1200 block of Wilkins Avenue. A man with multiple gunshot wounds died at the scene. Allegheny County detectives are investigating. A young woman is charged with homicide in Thursday's fatal shooting of a man in Carrick. Police were sent to a residence on Winoka Street shortly before noon after a man called 911 saying he'd been shot. First responders found him on the floor with a gunshot wound to the chest. He died a short time later at a hospital. Investigators say 23-year-old Brianna DeDolce told officers she shot the man twice after they got into an argument. She claims the man had been physically and verbally abusive. A Somerset Township man playing poker at Live Casino Pittsburgh hit the hand of a lifetime, a royal flush twice playing Texas Hold'em. Casino GM Sean Sullivan told KDK Radio that Stephen McRae pulled the first royal flush in January and the second last month.
He hit back-to-back, one for $241,000 rounded and the other for $380,000.
Sullivan says royal flushes are rare, but getting two in a matter of months is exceptional. The Steelers have released the team's training camp schedule. Players return to St. Vincent College on July the 24th. The next day, Thursday the 25th, the public will be able to watch practice. This year's night practice at Latrobe Memorial Stadium, August 2nd. The Steelers' first preseason game with Houston is set for August the 8th. Fans' last chance to see practice is on the 14th, the day before the team breaks camp. A free mobile ticket is required to watch practice. They're available starting June 25th at 10 a.m. on Ticketmaster. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 86 points, the Nasdaq up 35, the S&P 500 is up 16. KDK Radio News Time, 1:32. Our next update at 2 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
As a manufacturing professional, there's a lot that keeps you up at night. From equipment malfunctions to unplanned downtime, your operations demand constant attention. Finally, there's a solution, thanks to Maintain X. All across the greater Pittsburgh area, manufacturers are eliminating unplanned equipment and operational downtime with Maintain X. Maintain X is the asset management system that brings your maintenance downtime to zero. With Maintain X, leading enterprises like Titan America have improved production where it matters most. Equipment uptime and on-time delivery increased by more than 40%. Maintain X lets you build preventative maintenance schedules, manage work orders in real time, and access the data you need to make better decisions. Make unplanned downtime a thing of the past. Right now, you can try Maintain X for free. Control the daily operations of your business by going to maintainx.com. That's maintain and the letter X.com.
Paid for by government.com. Have you heard? A recent stash of 1902 Morgan silver dollar coins has been found. These gorgeous 1902 silver dollar coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck, and less than 300 of these Morgan silver dollars are available. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone interested in silver coins. Just call government at 1-800-937-4707, and you are guaranteed a mint condition 1902 Morgan silver dollar, featuring the iconic old mint mark of the New Orleans Mint, but with limited quantity. You must call now. These 1902 silver coins are still in uncirculated condition. That is 122 years of history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-937-4707. Call now and you'll receive a free American Coin Collector's Bonus Package, a $25 value free with every order. Call 1-800-937-4707 now to secure your 1902 Morgan silver dollars before they sell out. That's 1-800-937-4707.
So, I was on the phone yesterday with Julian Gray. We've become good friends. He's an elder law attorney. I met him, became very close when my parents passed, and he took over our estate, had the whole family sitting in his office, made a tremendous difference in our lives. Talking to him yesterday about how important it is to get an elder law attorney like the folks at Julian Gray and Associates involved. Tell you why. Major tax implications, major health care implications, major input you need from an expert, a true insider like Julian Gray and his folks that made a massive difference in the lives of the Griffin family. It's never too late to do this. It's never too late to plan your estate, but do it as soon as possible. Julian Gray, grayelderlaw.com, grayelderlaw.com. I'm telling you, folks, they did a wondrous job for the Griffin family. 412-458-6000, grayelderlaw.com. Hey guys, Marty. Had 2 great meals with my wife in the last month. Both of them at Oakmont. Both of them at restaurants owned by my good friend JK, the man. Okay, the Lot. I'm not exaggerating. The best brunch I've ever had at the Lot. I'm serious. The best dinner I've had in a year. Hofstadt's. They're in the same town. They're on the same strip. They're owned by the same man, the Lot, and Hofstadt's. JK delivers. Great stuff. Wow, this is cool. This is a big event at all Levin furniture and mattress stores. Wow. One of the Levin's greatest sales ever. Check it out. Start with $100 off your order. Then get Levin's longest free financing offer ever. Wow. 0% down for 72 months, $34.99 minimum. 30% down required. Plus, they pay your sales tax. I absolutely love this on the entire order. Check out Levin's sale right now. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser. Samantha, what's up?
Hey, Marty, we're still seeing a good amount of traffic out there. We have crews headed to the scene of an accident on the southbound side of 279. This is on the Duquesne Bridge as you head towards the north side. We also have crews on the scene of an accident at the intersection of Curry Hollow Road and Brownsville Road. This is in Baldwin. Looking at our major roadways, on the Parkway East on the inbound side, you'll see some backup right around Wilkinsburg, and over on the outbound side, it's backed up to about the Birmingham Bridge due to an earlier accident. Over on the Parkway West on the inbound side, you'll see some backup starting around Roslyn Farm, the Roslyn Farms exit to around Carnegie. This is because of an earlier accident as well. And also on the inbound side, you'll see some congestion leading into the Fort Pitt tunnels. With AAA traffic, I'm Samantha McGill on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDK.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 platinum preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Sun this afternoon, a couple of showers around into the evening hours, high 73. Some clouds and a low of 55 tonight. Partly sunny and breezy, high 77 tomorrow. I'm AccuWeather's Heather's Air, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This traffic report sponsored by Robert Half.
Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals utilize their proprietary AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Hi, this is Larry Richard. Check out the Big K Morning Show weekdays 5:30 until 10. Monday recap a big weekend and look ahead to Father's Day. All coming up on the Big K Morning Show on News Radio KDKA.
Does your family celebrate Father's Day, Martin?
Yes. My family is celebrating Father's Day. Mr. Sorreo, we're live at his joint. He is the best. Before I get to Mark, who's my man, I got to say a couple things about Sophia. She was magnificent. Man. Think about, she's 18 years old, was having her head beaten off the street in downtown Pittsburgh. She grew up here, thinking she was safe here. The irony of her going to school at USC, and it's a $90,000 a year school. It's very exclusive, very hard to get into. She must be gifted if she got into that program. And she's in LA where there are 50,000 people living on the streets downtown. It's horrifying to imagine that she comes home here, and I'm guessing her mom and dad are thinking she'll be safe in Pittsburgh. And someone beats the hell out of her on the streets of downtown Pittsburgh at 5 in the afternoon with all you idiots watching and no one helped. That's disgusting to me. She could have been killed. And a couple things jump off the map here. No one from the city reached out to apologize to her. No one. And then these jagoffs with the city, and I mean that in the worst way, to suggest that this is isolated. You're full of crap. And I got the numbers to prove you wrong. I just, I find this to be reprehensible, that young lady. And I'm amazed by her courage and the fact that she hung in there and that she has such an amazing attitude. Gosh. I saw her on television last night on KDK TV with her pink hair and almost started crying because my daughter's the same age and has the same color hair. I digress. I wanted to get to Mark before we wrap up today and tell you how grateful I am that you do this sort of thing, my man. You constantly, you'd have to understand our relationship. We mess with each other at least twice a day. Something rude, something obnoxious about our dogs or our appearance or our health or our families, but we are family, you and I. We're like brothers. And I am amazed by your commitment to this community and this town to making a difference. And it's a hell of a thing. And by the way, I don't know, and Jules, jump in here on this one, because she's an outsider to this. I'm not objective about him because he's like my brother. But everything they make here is perfect.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Right?
All right. All this food right here on this table.
Bizarre.
It's getting boxed up and it's coming with me.
I mean, you don't want that old stuff.
No, I do. And I'm going to get some new stuff on your dime.
That's right.
From the donuts and then this pizza you're making, man, that is extraordinary, brother.
That's flatbread.
It's pizza, man.
There's no sauce on it.
So what? It's a white pizza. It's really good. Is that your thing? Was this your idea?
That was Tony's idea.
Really?
Yep.
Let me tell you how smart you guys are. So they had this dosant, which is layers of a croissant, in essence, that you made into a donut. It takes forever to make, right?
Yep.
How many layers is it?
I can't remember. I think
like
12.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot of.
Maybe the best pastry I ever ate in my life, and better than France. So my point is, so you see that these things are really good and they're doing well, but you have some extra dough. So you make another thing from the extra dough that was even more delicious. This little chewy, whatever the hell that was.
Yeah, so we were from the scrap dough of that. We were making pull apart rolls, which were unbelievable.
What's that? And I'm rambling here, but what's that bread you have that has all that crap in it?
Everything bread. It has everything in it.
Everything.
Yeah.
I've seen employees in that bread. By accident, you ship them out of here.
Everything goes in it.
But the thing about this place is extraordinary, and Jules pointed this out. This ain't your normal bakery. It's kind of bizarre when you first come in here.
It's like beautifully chaotic.
Yeah. Whoa, what a great way to put it.
I love it. I love that. Well, I mean, we're a Pittsburgh family. We built a Pittsburgh bakery, which is excellence in everything we can possibly do. We know we're not there yet, but we work on it every day. Well, when it comes to something like Refuge for Women, people say it takes a village to raise a family. It takes a village to do something like this. It takes all of us together, people buying a dozen donuts so we can put $5 towards it. Or better yet, clicking onto their website and giving directly to Refuge for Women, because I want to be known as a city who takes care of our people.
Right on. Oh my gosh, there's the brains behind the website.
That's it. That's my favorite daughter-in-law.
She's unbelievable.
Samantha, she's my favorite.
She's unbelievable. She's so creative. And the ladies who have been here all day from the Refuge for Women. Here's the thing about Mark. He irritates me to the point of helping you. Like, I get buried. Not that I don't love helping you, but if I don't respond immediately, if I don't get people engaged immediately, he starts threatening me. Stuff
That's
like
true.
That. And he has people that'll hurt me.
Family.
Family. And it's a hell of a thing you got going here, my man. And we've known each other, you know this, more than 20 years now.
I know.
Man, we're getting old.
And I wouldn't want to do this with anybody but you. And I really appreciate your commitment to this kind of stuff, because you're really the guy who says when you see something like this or hear about an organization like this, whatever it takes, I'm in.
I love
and
them.
you've said that a million times to me, and I really appreciate that.
I'm blessed, man. I sat with Mark down the street 20 years ago at the old joint. Man, the kids used to carry stuff across the parking lot from one where you made it to the bakery itself, right?
That's right.
Man, it's beautiful stuff. Thanks, my man. We appreciate you.
Thanks to all of you.
What's this? Do we have how many donuts do we sell today?
Oh, I have
Does
to
your
check.
son know?
I can find out in a minute.
Thanks, my man. Mark Sorreo, the man. We'll be right back, folks. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. Samantha, what's up?
Hey, Marty, we're still seeing a lot of backup out in the roadways. Over on the Parkway East on the inbound side, we're seeing some backup start right around Wilkinsburg. If you're on the outbound side of the Parkway East, you're going to be backed up to about Birmingham Bridge. This is due to an earlier accident. Over on the Parkway West on the inbound side, you're going to see some backup starting at the Roslyn Farms exit to around Carnegie from an earlier accident. Also on the inbound side, you'll see some congestion leading into the Fort Pitt tunnels. The outbound side of the Parkway West is also backed up until the county jail. The backup on the lower deck of the Fort Duquesne Bridge as you head towards the north side is also congested from an earlier accident. With AAA Traffic, I'm Samantha McGill on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDK.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
Don't delay in getting that plumbing repair done. Call Palucci Plumbing today for all of your plumbing needs. From trenchless sewer repair and waterline repairs and replacement, hot water tanks, sewer camera inspections, to Pittsburgh potty repairs, no job is too small for Palucci Plumbing. Owners Amy and Nick Palucci have been in business for over 20 years, so give them a call for your next plumbing repair or replacement. Palucci Plumbing, 412-782-5050. That's 412-782-5050.
You can host the best backyard barbecue. You can find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
If you want jazz music, go to New Orleans. Bagels, New York. And for psychics, think California Psychics. You want the best, you go to the best. At California Psychics, home of free spirits and open minds, we know better than anyone what makes a good psychic. That's why we guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com and experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
Baseball season is heating up. With the free Odyssey app, you can get the most entertaining local coverage of your team while you're at work or on the go. Stay locked in and in the know with your favorite hosts as they bring you unfiltered takes, react to the latest team news, and talk to callers. Don't miss any of the action. Stream the shows you love live or on demand with the Odyssey app. That's AUDACY. Download it today for free.
While you sleep, there are people you've never met who are working hard to make your morning. People who get up at ungodly hours to make sure you get the information you want while you sleep. People who dedicate their lives to make yours better while you sleep. These people come together during the Big K Morning Show with Larry Richard, 5:30 to 10 in the morning, to make sure you have the best news, traffic, and weather to start your day. Wake up to your friends, weekday mornings on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Retirement doesn't have to be complicated. Are you sick of all the fancy charts and investment mumbo-jumbo thrown at you to justify the Wall Street fees you're being charged? It's not the size of your nest egg that matters, but rather the income it can produce. Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons, best-selling author and star in a brand new Hollywood documentary called The Retirement Deception. In this film, we traveled over 20,000 miles interviewing real Americans who have retired successfully with a great lifestyle and peace of mind. They share their stories on how they get more retirement income with the same dollar saved, and the money is never at risk if the market crashes. That's right. If the market crashes 30%, you lose nothing. Even the super wealthy are shifting money into this new strategy because it increases their retirement income or can allow them to stop working years sooner. So if you are over 50 and want a bigger, better, stress-free retirement, call today to speak to a specialist and get a free copy of this brand new movie, The Retirement Deception. Call 888-379-1486. This is a $30 value, but when you call today, you get it completely free. So don't delay. Call right now. 888-379-1486. 888-379-1486.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-306-0862 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-306-0862. That's 800-306-0862. What do you have to lose? Call 800-306-0862. Again, 800-306-0862.
It used to be the sole function for a kitchen was food preparation. We cooked in the kitchen and we dined in the dining room. But times have changed. And although today the kitchen is still where we cook, it's also where we share meals, have an important family conversation, and even help the kids with their homework.
That's right. Today's kitchens are multi-use areas and should be designed accordingly. And that's where we come in. Petite Kitchen and Bath will make your new kitchen a warm and inviting place for family and guests alike. We'll make it supremely functional and beautiful.
You know, they say the heart of any home is the family kitchen. Make your kitchen great. Discover why generations of satisfied customers have chosen Petite Kitchen and Bath Designs.
Visit our showroom on Route 50 or call us at 412-279-2222. Haven't you waited long enough?
PA 625.
The Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Had a hell of a day here at Oakmont Bakery. It's been a wonderful experience. My man's in the studio. Colin, what's up, buddy?
Hello, Marty. How are you?
Good, man. How are you, pal?
I got a little more. I just got a text from someone inside the Pittsburgh police. And they tell me if there's any good thing that comes out of the girl you just spoke to, that she was, are you ready for this, kicked in the face more than 10 times while at least 50 people stood and watched. Listen a little more. Then the attacker stops for a minute and punches her 20 more times. But here's the positive. they all have this on one of the city cameras, and it's admissible in criminal court if it goes to it. They said the video is absolutely deplorable to watch.
Yeah, sure it is.
So
I know one thing. I know you would have beat the hell out of that person. I would have too. I would have.
Well, we're also in a jam in society now where you hit somebody and they fall and they hit the back of their head and they're hurt or worse. Then where are you left?
You would have helped.
Oh, I definitely would have helped. There's no question I would have helped. But it's just bad on a lot of levels. And I'm going to spin this story a little bit forward when I start my show and in a different direction in terms of what we do as a society and how this changes people like me and people like you who are suburbanites, and just we're not scared to go downtown. We just don't want to deal with this.
No. Guys like us get beat on because they feel like we lie about downtown, that it's nirvana and that we're full of crap and that we hand select video and moments to make Pittsburgh look bad, that we're the bad guys. This proves them wrong, unfortunately. They're the bad guys. They're liars. Isolated my butt.
I just don't want to deal with the headache. I don't want to deal with this situation. I don't want to be potentially in it. So, and I'll illustrate this to start the show. This is why I get in and I get out if I go to an event. And I don't spend nearly as much money or time as I formerly did.
Well, these idiots saying this is isolated. She nearly got killed in the same spot where my man Dennis moved Wiener World. He said to hell with it. Where he found dead bodies, where there were stabbings, where he was robbed, where knives were pulled, where guns were pulled. So this crap that this is isolated is bull. And that this could happen anywhere is another lie. It's a lie.
As an offshoot to this, can I tell you that we've talked to a lot of people in what we do in our lives, a ton of people. I don't know if I've heard a more eloquent 18-year-old. I had to remind myself like 10 times that girl was 18, who was talking to you because she was just a victim of getting her ass kicked.
Right.
It was whatever that girl's going to do in film, or if she chooses another field, she's going to be an ultra success.
Yep. And she's in USC. First of all, it's a big brain school. Second, you got to be gifted to get into that program. And third, it's $90,000 a year. It's a really, really good school. And fourth, it's right there kind of in the hood, to be honest.
Oh, it's in Inglewood.
I used to run through there. I'm serious, Colin. The football team was practicing one day. Gangbangers were shooting each other. A bullet went through the fence and hit a player on the practice field. It's that bad. And now she's in Pittsburgh thinking, I'm cool here. Yeah, whatever. It's rough, man.
Wow.
It's hard to believe this is our town.
Well, it's not advisable to walk through there. It's a good thing you were running past USC's campus. But anyway, how's Oakmont Bakery?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Okay.
Here's what bothers me about Pittsburgh. They released those ridiculous drawings of green grass and Pittsburgh looking like Disney. And the fact is, Pittsburgh right now looks like a rat hole in a sewage system. And they better fix it or they'll never, ever get the big money they need to make Pittsburgh what they think they want it to be.
Well, it's interesting you say that because at 3:05 on my show, CEO of the Allegheny Conference, Stephanie Pashman, is going to join, and I'm going to ask her exactly how you're going to get people to come. Right. I think the renderings look awesome. I'm all for it. Yep. Fewer cars, all of that. But this is all a pipe dream until there are some other things solidified. One, funding, and two, to make it marketable.
And how about these politicians texting me, please find housing for homeless people? So they can't get the resources. They can't get the money. They can't get the leadership to find housing for homeless people. And the talk show hosts whose show they won't go on, they're asking him to help them find housing. Isn't it ironic, don't you think?
Well, just a little bit, for sure. Yeah. Well, you know what? Tell them to call the Pitt Chancellor. I'm sure they're really friends with her at this point.
Colin Dunlap is next. Enjoy, my man. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
All right. Have a good weekend. You too.
Hey, guys. It's Marty. I've been friends with Robert Pierce and Associates, for nearly 20 years. We have established a relationship about law, about